Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to VTuber Tabletop, and I'm going to replay that. Thank you for the sub, Scarlet. You're the bomb. We love you. Thanks, you.
Scarlet.
Anyways, I am your humble dungeon wizard, Merlin the Magister. Bringing you another game of D&D. Yeehaw. Let's hashtag plug ourselves. Volume. Am I a bit loud? What's up? Are we too loud? Please tell me about. Apparently we have some volume.
Do we? I don't have the freaking email.
Am I too loud? Are we too loud? What's going on?
Oh yeah, I think you're a bit loud, Merlin.
Okay, I'll turn myself down. Bam. Okay, how am I now? Good?
Okay, I'm also a bit loud, I think. I think maybe we're all loud.
Really?
Let's get loud. Let's get loud.
It's difficult to know who's being loud when everyone's being loud twice.
Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, let's hashtag plug ourselves. Let's start with Usubeni Yume.
What if I just refuse?
What, to plug yourself?
Yeah.
Then Merlin's gonna go over there and plug you.
I'll plug myself.
Whoa!
Someone's gonna do it. Well, I guess I'm closer to you, so.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I'll hire Yume to go plug you. Anyways. Yume.
Whoa.
Yes, well, hello everyone. My name is Usubeni Yume. I am the poet and the bard for VTuber Tabletop, playing Lucy, who just made a wish that definitely won't backfire.
Definitely
so
not.
I'm really looking forward to the game.
No, but
Definitely won't backfire. Let's force ourselves to do it. Pastel, plug yourself, please.
Ah, fuck. Okay. Hi, I'm PastelTheSnake on Twitch and Twitter. I've gotten so used to saying that. Anyway, I play Matif Thoreau. He is a Eladrin Storm Sorcerer. On my own channel, I will be coming back at some point with my new computer. I'm a variety streamer, and I come on Mondays, not this Monday, but Mondays for Magic Monday or Mini Makers.
Amazing. Let's go with everybody's favorite, definitely German, 100%. Wait, do the viewers know what country you're from yet? Or is that still a secret?
No.
Definitely German, 100% German. Don't question it. Take it away, Mr. WyndhamVossler.
Yeah, I'm WyndhamVossler, variety streamer. I play a bunch of just interesting and weird and sometimes old video games. Hopefully tomorrow I'll finally grow the random confidence to do a karaoke stream. Hopefully I'll see some of your faces there. And I play Dante, the really awkward and very dangerous, just sort of terrifying individual.
He
psycho
is.
killer.
With
a psycho.
He literally is. I think Dante does have the highest kill count of all of the characters here. So, yeah. And finally, Astrid? Yes.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right. Hi everybody! It's good to see you all here again. I stream here on Twitch. If you didn't already know, I play a bunch of video games. I'm in a bit of a Skyroomy phase at the moment where I'm playing that quite a lot.
It's not a phase, Mom.
It's not a phase, Mom. Yeah, we hang out, we have a good time. We all belong in Horny Jail.
Speaking of, bam, Horny Jail.
What did you
We're in Horny Jail now. That's where we belong.
Oh my god! Oh, by the way, Merlin, did we, was it on a different scene? Or didn't we have the little, Discord bubbles that showed who was talking?
I have not done that yet. It's fine.
We had them on the last episode of the last layout thing.
Yes, I will sort that out eventually.
Yeah, it's because we got Pastel and we won't be able to tell Pastel's speaking.
It's fine. I think people will be able to tell if Pastel's speaking.
You guys.
Yeah, because that's when Matif gets hard.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Cool. Well, I guess it's time to get back into today's episode of Iruvian Nights VTuber D&D. Now, I just realized I need to pull up Twitter so that I can read. We have a whole 2 pages of recap because of, because last episode was a lot. So, here we go.
Some stuff.
Violence. So this is a recap for last week's episode. Episode 11, Sundaresh. Violence erupts immediately. Lucy drops a literal and figurative veil of silence and tackles Matif to the ground. Unable to find the will to fight, Matif breaks down into tears. Lucy, unable to neither forgive nor fathom his actions, wraps his hands around Matif's neck and begins to strangle him despite his emotional display. Before any more damage can be done, Ahmesh, I just realized it smelled as Amish, like the peoples in the Americas. Ahmesh steps in and hurls Lucy away from Matif. He comforts and consoles the broken elf. Onlookers, potential allies, and even his fellow travelers chide Lucy's actions, with nods of disapproval and words of disappointment. Lucy attempts to abandon the situation, but is stopped once again by Ahmesh. The noble Dragonborn asks Lucy to start working out the tensions between him and Matif with force, if need be. Although reluctant, Lucy offers a poem to Matif consisting of words of wisdom and warning before being asked for aid by the city. I can speak. The group are called into action by 3 individuals, Tyka, Xena, and Tagrius, who are the last line of leaderships for the Pago Fort. Under the danger of being completely annihilated by the incoming Markovian army and already decimated by a supply of poisoned corn, the trio asks our band of adventurers to find their last hope, Sundaresh. Unable to give more details other than the name and the location of the swamp, they are promised a gift from their armory upon successfully gaining the assistance of Sundaresh. Eefa, realizing that she could be of more use to the city's ill and dying soldiers, decides to stay with the clerics in the Pago Fort. With the rest of the night ahead of them, the group miraculously finds their way to Bjorn's shop with the guidance of Dante. Matif buys the group potions, and Emmyth purchases a rapier named Hourglass, with some financial assistance from Lucy. The group drinks away their sorrows and some of their dignity until they find shelter in the Temple of Iora Eremos through the morning. Page 2!
Financial assistance. Like he didn't already owe her.
Before leaving...
You can tell who wrote that.
You can tell who wrote this recap. Before leaving to find Sundaresh, the group is given the offering of a powerful crystal of unknown origin and potential for the mysterious individual. On the swamp ride towards Sundaresh, the adventurers take 2 separate boats, one containing Matif and Lucy, and the other holding the rest. Lucy and Matif share deep words and expose some scars from the past, but are still unable to reconcile with each other. The group stumbles upon a small island where they find an arranged decoration of ancient stone pillars. They venture down the tunnel, which leads into a mystical cave encrusted with luminous crystals. Reaching the end of the cave, the group realize they've stumbled upon the lair of a dragon hoarding its stash. However, the dragon they stumble upon happens to be Sundaresh, a powerful being capable of granting wishes. The group argues over the best wish to make in order to save the people of the Pago Fort without causing any undue consequences. After mulling over many suggestions, Matif finally presents the group's collective wish to heal the people of the Pago Fort of their ailments and wounds. The wish is granted, according to Sundaresh. However, following a bright display of light after the wish is made, Lucy feels compelled to utter his deepest desire. For Eve to be happy, that is my wish. So, we're back in the room, and I need Pastel, Astrid, and Wyndham to deafen themselves on Discord until I say so.
How will we know?
Oh man.
I will send a message.
Okay.
Here,
Okay.
can we should all just move to a different chat. Oh, okay.
If you guys do that, I'll move you back. Actually, no, that'll
Okay.
mess up on screen. I just realized.
Yeah, that's not good.
So just deafen yourself, and then I'll send a message in the chat when we're good.
Okay.
Okay. Lucy,
Yes.
as you see this bright white life engulf your vision, you find yourself in an endless white expanse. You see nothing in all directions, except for one thing. The bright blue eyes of Sundaresh, peering deep within your soul. Sundaresh speaks, and you hear the voice reverberate through your brain and through your mind. You have made a wish with me. Now it requires payment.
What kind of payment are we talking about here?
You have two options. 15,000 gold of your mortal currency. Or you can undertake a task for me.
So, let me tell you something real quick. Did you compel me to make that wish?
The terms of my contract were written outside the cave. If you felt compelled to make a wish, you obviously did not read the terms. By entering my cave, you sign a contract. You are compelled by the contract, not by me.
Well, let me tell you something right now. I don't have the gold you seek. Unless you're willing to take it in the future.
The gold will be subtracted as it is gained through your journey. You have until the end of your lifespan to pay it to me, or it falls to your companions.
And if I were to die before that happens, then what then?
Your companions will pick up this tab.
And then this task you're referring to, what would that be about?
I need a message be delivered to two individuals.
Go on, two individuals, and they would be?
One is located in the far north of Jorin, under the mountain Yorn. The other in the jungles of the Prismatic Isles to the far south.
And so what is this message that I'm supposed to relate to those two?
Within your mind, you see a metaphorical, multicolored coin, right? It seems to change color, like a prism. As it floats through this white expanse, it changes colors multiple times before resting in your palm. And you see that it's a coin. One side is the head of a dragon. The other are words written in a language you don't understand.
What is this?
This is the message you must deliver.
I don't understand how this is a message.
To your puny human mind, it is a mere coin, but to my people it is a important message. It contains more than words, it contains memories and ideas.
But let me tell you one thing, Sundaresh. Even if you're a dragon, I don't really agree to stuff without knowing what's gonna happen. Why am I gonna deliver this message? What's gonna happen once I do that?
That is none of your concern. It is simply part of your payment for the wish.
Yeah, but the thing about this wish is I don't even know what's happened.
You should have... Sorry, let me reword that. You should have defined that within the wish when you made it.
So it's either this gold or this message. And what happens if I decide not to do any of these?
According to the contract on the stones surrounding my lair, should you die before completing my task, your soul becomes forfeit. It becomes mine. You will never rest. You will become my servant in perpetuity.
Well, you can try to rest my soul, but I don't think you'll be able to handle it.
Let's see. You make an intelligence saving throw for me, please.
Oh god. Okay. Me and my big mouth.
That fails. You take 39 points of psychic damage, which brings you to 1 HP.
Alright.
You feel the most terrible pain within your skull. A pounding sensation which throbs with more pain than you've ever experienced within your life. Painful memories come flooding back to you. You fall to your knees before the might of Sundaresh.
Who are you? Never met someone who could do that.
I am a being of more power than you have ever imagined, young human. I walked this...
And if you're so powerful... Go ahead, sorry.
No, it's fine. You go.
And if you're so powerful, why can't you do this yourself?
There are powers that bind me to this place. Powers I wish to break free of one day.
Interesting.
But be careful, little human. I have walked this earth longer than your pathetic little species has been alive. So, do we have a deal?
Yeah, sure, I'll take your little task. Is there any way I can communicate with you while I'm outside of this cave?
You feel a sharp pain on the palm of your hand, and you see that a sapphire is now embedded within the palm of your remaining human hand, not your metal hand.
And what is this?
It will let me keep an eye on you, and will allow you to contact me should you require it.
Okay, well, one last thing. When I tried to say your name to someone, I basically couldn't. What's up with that?
There are powerful wards placed upon my name by myself to keep it out of reach of certain individuals. Word cannot spread if they are dead.
But I guess we'll keep in touch then.
Yes, we shall. The light fades.
We can come back now?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
I don't know if okay, can someone message Pastel, make sure she can come back?
Pastel!
Pastel-chan.
Pastel! Pastel!
I think it's in the memes page.
Pastel!
And I'm just gonna check some things real quick because there seems to be a lot of dropped frames.
Ah,
really?
oh no.
Yes, very oh no. Okay, it doesn't seem to be that strange. Okay, they don't seem to be dropping anymore.
I think we're fine. I think it may have been something on my end for a brief moment, but I've closed everything else now, so. I think it's fine.
Hi.
There we are, she's back.
Back?
Yay.
I'm an idiot. It's fine.
Alright. All good. So, as the light fades after Lucy mutters his wish, all of you regain your sight, and you can see. Actually, I'll go to the battle page. Yeehaw! Oh, I did not plan for this.
The battle page.
I did not plan for this. Wait. Oh no.
No.
Copy, paste, and then I need to, because it's got my face. There we are. Oh, Shiza.
Oh. Matif looking real different.
Yeah, Matif's he's had a rough day, guys. Okay. There we are, and then I will move them.
This stream is
Right.
not sponsored.
There we are.
Thank you.
Also,
Thank
could
you
you
for...
mention that, Merlin, you have the VC face update notice in the corner of your screen?
God damn. There we are. We're good. We good. I'm a very professional streamer. I know what I'm doing.
Professional.
Professional.
No.
Very
I'm
professional.
very professional. Professional streamer.
Professional streamer, yeah.
So, as the light fades after Lucy mutters his wish, what would you guys like to do?
Are you, am I included in that? What would you guys like to do?
Yep.
No,
Today-
never. Your
What did that
character
look
no
like to
longer
them?
No,
exists.
your character is now catatonic.
Yeah.
Just doesn't exist.
What did that look like to the rest of the group? Just a
It,
flash and that was it?
just a flash and that's it.
Okay. But Lucy will probably fall to his knees and put his hands on his head. Because I am at 1 hit point, guys.
Yes, you will.
Oh
Whoa,
no.
Whoa!
Oh no.
What happened? Fuck.
Yeah, and I'll probably collapse on the ground.
I will.
You have a health potion, by the way.
He does. I think we do. Yeah.
Everyone does. Everyone has one.
I will turn around at Lucy after clearly hearing him just make a wish. And shit. I was
Is
just like,
there any time passing, or is it just like immediate?
For the other three of you, it was immediate.
Okay.
Okay. I will turn to Lucy and just glare at him and just be like, "What did you do? What the fuck have you done?" You know?
So I'm gonna lie down on the ground, kind of like how Yamcha is in that one meme, the Dragon Ball Z meme, and I am just going to wave at you. It's like you messed up in the head right now to say anything.
But you're lying down on your back right now.
Yes.
And you're waving at who?
Well, I hear voices, but I'm too messed up to say anything, so I just wave.
Sundaresh takes a couple steps forward.
Whoa.
Her head, drifting just over Lucy. And Sundaresh's eyes come straight up with her head right next to yours, Emmyth. So what can I do for you? What desires can I fulfill?
Amusing. I don't know what your deal is, but it's clear that there's a price for everything that's done here. Okay, don't try to rope me in for your own benefit.
Emmyth, daughter of Anders, do you not wish for answers?
What did you say? What did you say?
Emmyth, daughter of Anders.
Stop. Anders? Is that my father's name?
It could, perhaps.
Oh, don't fuck with me. Is it my fucking father's name?
You see a smirk come across Sundaresh's face. She walks back, and if a dragon could kind of like slyly giggle, that's the kind of sound you hear come from Sundaresh.
I put my hand on my rapier to the side of me and just kind of I'm a storm kind of at her a little bit. Get there. Now, I don't know what your deal is, but if this is your fucking ply to get me to make a wish by withholding information, well then, I applaud you for being able to deceive me like that, but I'm not as fucking stupid as I look.
Maybe
Who's
not.
Anders? Who the fuck is Anders?
I can provide that to you for a price.
Oh, for a price.
Do you not understand who I am?
Oh, I know who you are. You're a piece of shit. Alright.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no!
Who can
Join me.
say where the world? Next part.
Nice!
You feel Sundaresh creep into your mind, whispering temptations, and you shove it out. Your mind's too powerful for that shit.
Level 9,000.
Wow.
Is she next to me, Emmyth?
She's in front of you currently.
Like a
I'd
meter
like
away from
to.
you. Oh, wow, I'm right next to you.
I'd like to reach out to her and maybe grab like her pant leg or boot,
Mm-hmm.
and then just tug at it, very, very weakly.
I turn and look down at Lucy on the floor.
And I just whisper, "Don't do it. It's not worth it."
Well, no shit.
Matif just in the background.
Yeah, no
Honestly.
shit, bitch.
Yeah, no fucking shit,
No
dude.
fucking shit!
No fucking shit,
I could have
dude.
told you that!
I'll take my hand off my rapier. And I'll kind of just glare back at Sundaresh, and then I'll turn back to Lucy and like kneel down so that I'm like kind of next to him. See if he's okay, and just, you know, say to him, you know, quietly, "What did you do?"
Me and Matt.
We heard him. Did we hear him make the wish? I thought we did.
We had to make the wish, but I mean, like,
That wish literally happened like 30 seconds ago. You guys definitely heard it.
That's what I thought.
um,
What did you do? I made a wish, dumbass. You were there.
oh wait, it was like a sarcastic question.
Mm.
Oh,
That's like
yeah.
a sarcastic question.
No, kind of like a.
Sorry, I'm mean.
You know, are you okay?
I am most definitely not okay. My head's spinning right now.
I'll try to help you up. You know, and try to swing your arm over my shoulder, kind of thing, and take you back towards the group a little bit. If that's okay.
And not as you do this, I
Get beside
just
you,
tell
okay.
you, it's kind of familiar, isn't it? The situation.
I suppose so.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Sam.
Sundaresh walks forward, her head above where Emmyth and Lucy begin walking away, and locks eyes with you, Matif.
Oh no. No.
What of you, Storm Child? What do you wish to learn? What do you desire? Your crew? Your family? Returned?
I have seen enough of how temptation rots people. I will come of the things that I want with my own power. And that's what it is. That's it.
Sundaresh looks a little bit annoyed that you didn't take the bait. Sundaresh looks towards you, Dante, and as she begins to speak, you feel it take no hold.
Oh.
She
Get
begins
shit
to
on.
speak, but she doesn't seem to be able to completely grasp your mind or grasp your... What's the word I'm looking for here? Existence isn't quite the right word. But everything she begins to speak...
It's not charming.
No, not at all. Not in any way. She attempts to talk to you, but you feel like something is like physically pushing her back, and she begins to try and talk and then just begins to walk back. And you feel something within you almost warding you from her presence.
Dante puts like sort of an awkward hand to his chest and sort of just looks a bit confused around. Just, please don't do anything more. You kind of you're scary.
I do
You're
not
scary.
know of the forces you align yourself with, small one. But they are certainly powerful. And she just begins, she walks further and further back away from you. So, what are you guys doing?
I want to go over to Lucy and Emmyth and just sort of, are you two okay? It it's a bit chaotic right now, isn't it?
To say the
Yeah.
least.
A bit.
Matif is so snarky in the background. You fucking think?
Matif is just gonna stand in the back. Can't say that.
Oh, don't get too
Fuck.
hard.
Matif is in the back getting hard.
And he's just kind of gonna keep like a wary, watchful eye on Sundaresh to make sure like she doesn't make a move on Emmyth or Dante.
Okay. She doesn't. After speaking to Dante, she sticks very closely to her corner of the room.
Yeah, I think we should all get out of here. I'm not liking the vibe of this place anymore.
You liked it in the first place?
Not really, but I'm definitely hating it now.
Oh.
So, the four of
Shadow,
you...
Shadow, you're drunk. Stop. By the way, he is messaging me. Shadow actually is drunk.
Okay.
I-
Anyways. So, you guys make your way back up towards the tunnel leading out. You crawl through the tunnel, making your way up to that small island with the standing stones where you see Ahmesh. It's like, whoa, dudes, what happened down there? I found some like turtles. I've been like feeding them. And you see like this little gaggle of turtles has like surrounded him. There's like 3 or 4 that he's like feeding his rations.
That's adorable.
I wish I could have been feeding turtles instead of that.
That's great, Ahmesh.
Ahmesh, what do you know about dragons?
Whoa, dude, that's like a real personal question. Considering I am like part dragon. But like surprisingly, not that much. I know that back home we have like this leader who's like the Dragonborn Elder. She's pretty rad. But like other than her, like not much, man.
Have you ever heard of the name Sundaresh?
As you begin to say the name,
Shit.
you say
Oh
it
my
out,
god.
You say it out loud. You don't take any additional damage, but you do
Okay.
have a pain-splitting headache.
But he hears it?
He hears it.
Imagine he just passes out on the
He's
floor.
like, whoa, dude,
Nice.
haven't heard that name before. So what was in the hole, man?
Okay, this is Pastel, not Matif.
Okay.
Just so we're all clear. What do you fucking think? He just brought up a fucking dragon name and like it looks like he's gonna fucking pass out. What do you think is in the fucking hole? Anyway, sorry.
Anyways, Lucy, man, you look fucking wasted.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
need some healing?
can you do the healing that I need?
Are you talking about, and he does like a little like hip thrust, he's like, are you talking a little about spiritual healing or like actual healing? Like, man, I'm down for pretty much anything, but like, I thought we're just friends at the moment. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that yet.
Whoa!
You're not into a friends with benefits situation, Ahmesh?
Well,
My
you
friend,
know,
I think you're misunderstanding. So there's a dragon down there, and
oh shit, man.
yeah, let's just say my big mouth got me into trouble again. My mind is all out of whack right now.
Well, I can certainly help with the physical stuff, but like, if you need emotional healing, man, that's gonna take time.
Yeah, of that I know.
Anyways, I'm gonna like give you some healing now. So Ahmesh walks over to you and he places his hands on you. You don't feel anything happen. Like, you don't feel any healing happen. You don't heal any hit points. Ahmesh looks at his hands, places them against you again, and attempts to cast Cure Wounds, and looks at his hands. He holds it against his own chest and attempts to cast Cure Wounds. Nothing happens. What the fuck?
What happened?
I can't do my magic. You see he, like, scrunches up his eyes and he concentrates really hard. It's like, I'm gonna try and turn into an animal. Fuck! Nothing happens. You don't see any magic occur. Matif.
I was about to say, before you go into whatever you're gonna say, I do want to verbalize out loud. I want to be like, Ahmesh, have you done magic since the whole void experience?
No, man, I haven't done any magic since then. Wait, did I surrender my magic?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably.
Oh shit. Fuck! That was really rad. I spent like 2 years training for that. Fuck! God. Anyways, let's get on those canoes. And you see he very sadly makes his way over to the canoes.
Oh yeah, we're like in a marsh, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
And I, in my weakened state, I say, hey, Matif, you can figure out what's wrong with Dragon Friend here.
Before, can I cut you off in the middle actually when you say hey, Matif? He's gonna look at you and go, oh yeah, we can switch. That's fine. Like, switch boats.
Yeah. Sure, whatever you want. Oh, that's not what I was gonna ask, though.
Oh, well, what were you gonna say then?
Yeah, I'm a little worried for our dragon friend over there. Should you go over and see if anything's wrong with him? Maybe like a curse or anything like that?
Yeah, I can look at him and then kind of mumbling under his breath. I don't know if you want to perceive it or not. I'm not gonna tell you you can't. He's just like, but I think I know what's wrong, and there's nothing we could do about that.
With a perception of 14, would I have heard that? Merlin?
Yeah, you would have heard that. Easy peasy. So.
What do you mean?
Sorry, continue.
Talking to Matif, what did you just say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. I'll take a look at it.
No. I heard what you said, and it's important that we talk about this now.
Is it really? I feel like there are a lot of more important things that we could be talking about right now. Or, I don't know, getting on a bunch of boats and going back to the city that we're supposed to be, taking care of, that we're supposed to be watching, keeping safe. But no, by all means, are we in a marsh?
Yes, you are.
Or a bog, or whatever it is?
A swamp.
A swamp.
A swamp.
But by all means, let's sit in the middle of a swamp and argue about who said what.
Are you finished?
And he just kind of stands there with, his mouth open just a little bit, doing that thing when, in anime, when, characters are just, stunned into silence. Just
Now you listen here, boy.
Oh, fuck.
Ahmesh.
Wait, are you talking to Matif here?
Yes.
Matif,
you do know that I am, oh god. I think I'm 150.
Yeah.
No, wait, I'm older than that, because it's supposed to be 10 years for every, year in human, right?
I believe
So I'm like 290, almost, no, probably like 300.
Yeah, you'd be like 300 years old.
Yeah, and when you say boy, can for dramatic flair, when I get angry, can I say that there's a lightning strike?
Yeah, sure.
We don't have to, but
Yes.
there is a lightning strike off in the distance. Obviously doesn't do anything, but he's like, don't talk to me as a boy.
Why? Does that hurt your little ego?
Hey Lucy, what's your AC?
Actual speaker was.
Hey Lucy, what's your AC?
15.
15. Yeah, that's a 22. None of you notice as Matif, as Lucy says this. Matif, you see it out the corner of your eye. You see from the direction of Ahmesh's boat, you see a small stone get thrown, hit the side of Lucy's head, and Lucy, you just crash into the island. You are now unconscious, Lucy.
Okay.
Ahmesh walks over, picks up Lucy's body, just like, this guy needs to sort out his fucking issues, and walks back over to the boat, plops him down, and begins to sail off.
Again, a little mumble. And again, I'm not gonna tell you can't hear it. If you want to hear it, I don't care. But it's just, oh fuck, it was a really good one-liner too. Shit, I don't remember it anymore.
So, the three of you hop into the last canoe and begin to paddle back towards the shores of the God Swamp. Now, did you guys want to have a chat in the canoes, or are we time skipping?
I
can't
will.
have that.
Lucy, you're unconscious. Emmyth, Matif, Dante, you're all in one canoe.
I'm silent the whole time. Unless someone.
Ahmesh doesn't need help with his canoe. He's the only one in it who can row.
Yeah, he has a strength of 16. He's fine.
Oh, okay, cool.
He'll be fine.
I would like to brood edgily.
Sure. You begin to.
I would like to do
edgily.
some edgy brooding.
You begin to edge.
Oh god.
Matif not here, please. Please, we're in a boat. Come on.
Oh, this reminds me of. Do you guys know anything about Garfunkel and Oates?
Yes.
I don't.
They have a song called Go Karts. Anyway, it's fine. Watch it later. Have fun, friends.
Dante is just sitting there awkwardly in the boat.
Admiring nature.
Okay, Emmyth.
Silent for the whole trip.
Okay. So, you guys begin to make your way out of the swamp. In the hour or so in which you guys, row your canoes, Lucy, you begin to stir as you reach the edge of the swamp. And you look up and see Ahmesh looking very sad, rowing this canoe. You're in a little bit of you're in a puddle of swamp water.
We're still on the boat.
Yeah, you're about to reach the edge of the swamp.
And then I look up to him and say, I wasn't gonna fight him, right?
Yeah, dude, but you need to, control your emotions and watch how you talk to people. For someone so well-spoken, you really talk down to people, and that's not cool, man. You talk about freedom and, supporting one another, but all you do is bring the others down. You're supposed to inspire hope and shit. What the fuck is this?
I don't see what you're trying to say. I'm just doing what I'm gonna do.
Right, maybe you need to, like, figure out something else to do, because this isn't working.
It's not working, huh? Well, how are you feeling?
Dude, I
So
lost
you
my
can't do
fucking
magic?
magic. I'm not feeling very poggers right now, man. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a bit of draconic. It's from my people. I'm not feeling very good right now.
So. August is draconic.
Poggers is canonically now draconic for good.
Oh no.
What about pogging?
That's draconic for orgasm.
Whoa.
Anyways,
So poggers must be really good.
yeah, it's really good. Anyways, so yeah.
Yeah, Ahmesh, you know what? I've known you all this time, but I don't really know you. Where are you from again?
Let me pull up a fucking map. Let me remember where he's from. That one. That one. Yeah, so I'm like, I'm from the Eastern, Dragonborn, like nation. There's two of them. There's the Najocracy, that's on the west, and the Tanin Lika, that's on the east. I'm from the very south of there. There's like a little commune, that I was like raised in by my family. After that, you know, I moved around a little bit, traveling and shit. But yeah, I'm from the south of the Tanin Lika.
What's it like there? I bet it must be beautiful.
Dude, it's fucking rad. Palm trees, coconuts, hot babes. It's paradise, man.
Oh, babes, huh? But maybe one day, if I'm alive, maybe I'll get to see it.
Yeah, man. But to go to those sorts of places, you really gotta just go with the flow. Learn to live with your fellow man. Understand them. If all you cause is conflict, that's all you're gonna find. If you want to find inner peace, if you want to find peace in the world, man, you gotta find it within other people.
Is that why you learned as a druid?
Yeah, that was more of a phase. It was a fucking rad phase. But, you know, I really thought that peace and stuff meant, like, becoming more in touch with nature, which is actually true, you know, recycle, reuse, whatnot. It's the first thing you learn at, druid school is, recycle, reuse.
Recycle, reuse.
That's, like, the first thing you learn. You know, never let anything go to waste.
We don't know what the last one is.
No, it's just recycle, reuse. Recycle, reuse, radical.
The radical.
But yeah, I learned from some pretty radical druids in my time training. But you know, I just felt that my real passion, my life existed with like outside of the Prismatic Isles. It's fucking beautiful, but you know, maybe those waves are something else. I needed to travel. I needed to see it, man.
Well, it must be nice having something to chase after.
You need to find that wave within your soul, man. What's your wave? What drives you? What makes you want to fight for peace? I want to fight for peace. What was that, sorry?
I said it's mostly just the lack of peace that makes me fight for it.
Right, man, but you need a specific goal. Like, if you want to stop, like, innocent people from dying, I understand, like, your nation's about to come and crush this fucking weird fort thing in the middle of this, like, desert of corn. But, like, what do you really stand for, man? Like, if you stick up for the people who are about to be beaten up, but you refuse to, like, battle for them, what's the point? Makes you a hypocrite. You know, war's not nice. It's not fun. I've fought in like 3. They weren't fun. I thought that it'd be a little bit of an adventure, but no, it wasn't. But they happen,
So
man.
Lucy. So upon you saying that, Lucy pauses for about 5 seconds, and then he looks back up at Ahmesh and says, "You think there's a redemption for sinners in this world, friend?"
Dude, I did like a whole kilogram of magic mushrooms. If I can be forgived, so can you, man.
Forgived.
I just tell him, "Thanks, Ahmesh. I'll think about it."
Radical. And you guys hit a rock. The canoe swerves a little bit, and you guys embank on the side of the swamp. I would say, Matif, what's your past perception?
That's a good question. 13.
13. Dante, Emma?
10.
Oh wait, passive.
Perception.
Your
Oh,
PP.
9.
Dante, Emmyth, you didn't hear anything. Matif, you heard most of that.
Oh.
So, you guys embark from your canoes onto the banks of the God Swamp, and you guys begin to make your way back towards the Pago Fort. So, what would you guys like to talk? What would you guys like to do?
What time is it?
What time is it? I can't remember.
Right time.
Shiza. I would say it's like probably late afternoon, probably at this point. You guys will probably have to rest at some point before continuing the journey tomorrow to the Pago Fort.
Yeah, well, if it's all right with you guys, I think I need to regain my strength a little bit.
Good idea.
Yeah.
Should we set up?
It's a good idea.
we set
for
up
you to get
camp?
Some rest.
So, you guys begin to set up camp. Ahmesh sets up a fire and begins frying up some bacon that he seems to have bought at the Pago Fort, putting it between 2 slices of bread. Begins to eat that. Dude's like, "Oh, some
With
bacon,
some
if anyone
lettuce?
wants some."
And a tomato.
No, he's supposed to sprinkle a little bit of magic mushrooms, but it's just bacon.
None of the
Bacon
devil's
and-
lettuce.
Yeah, exactly. One of the devil's lettuces. So, yeah. What would you guys like to do? Do you guys set up camp?
Are we in like a grassland or a forest?
Yeah, you've made your way out of the swamp and back into the Taro fields. To the... I believe it's to the far out west. Yeah, to the west of the God Swamp. You guys are in the Taro fields. So, fields of wheat and grasses. Yeah.
I would like to talk to Dante at some point, but y'all can do whatever you want until then.
Sure, we can hit that first. Matif, you approach Dante.
Okay. After like we've set everything up, we have a fire. I assume you're sitting next to it or off in the woods. I don't know, but Matif will come up to you, and he'll like sit next to you or stand next to you. I don't know. And he'll say, "Your strength surprises me. Strength of character. I've seen many men be tempted, and honestly, in an opportunity like that, it crossed my mind. But you didn't seem fazed at all. Have you experienced anything like that before?"
Well, The concept of a wish is. I mean, wouldn't that tempt everyone? But I just. I didn't really want to talk too much to Sundaresh. Because she was kind of scary. And after seeing what she did to Lucy, I don't think this dragon brings good wishes. Only bad ones.
But you're not even curious as to what you would wish for?
Well, with the option of wish that there are many things I can. Well, endurance, strength, knowledge. You know, everyone wants things. I don't think that was the right place to get it. You know?
Well, I mean, I agree with you. Somewhere like that, it's not worth the price. You have to achieve the things you want through your own strength of character.
Well, strength isn't exactly something I have too much of, but I try to fulfill my own wishes, I guess. Yeah. Since you asked me, what about you? Would you have wished if not for the obvious consequences?
I was tempted when everything that I love was brought up. Their lives feel more important than anything I could sacrifice, honestly, but I knew that for them, it wouldn't be worth it. That I carry them with me, quite literally, always, and whatever facsimile of life a wish could grant them, it would not be who they were, what they are. I've seen magic, seen it backfire, seen people live with the consequences of terrible choices made under false pretenses by wanting what's best and not understanding that not everyone does that. I swear to God, if my mic cut out, I'm gonna be so
it
pissed.
didn't.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it certainly sounds like you have more to wish for than I do. To be honest, I don't know much about the limits of magic and what can be done. I think I just want clarification, perhaps.
If it's not too personal, how did you obtain your magic?
Well, it's not personal. It's just when I spoke to Lucy about it, I don't quite think he even believed me. Because I don't know Matif. It's just sort of him, and now it's here, and I do my best.
I can reasonably assume that I've seen something like what he does, right? Warlocks are not, like, incredibly rare.
They're not common. Like, it's the same with any sort of magic user. They're not common. People know they exist. Warlocks are probably rarer than most.
Okay.
Like, wizards are probably the most common, followed by, like, sorcerers and, like, bards, and then it'd be warlocks at the end. You've probably, like, met one, but the ones you probably met, they probably would have told you a similar story of, like, they made a deal with something, but they wouldn't tell you what it was. Dante, as you're having this conversation, you look over Matif's shoulder, and standing on top of a hill is a familiar-looking giant elk.
We need to name it at this point.
It's Mr. Elk.
Elk-chan.
When Elk Chans runs you over, what isekai are you going into?
Exactly.
I'm gonna wave to the elk. Sort of acknowledge that I know it's there, but not approaching it.
It bows its antlers and its head towards you, before turning away and disappearing down the other side of the hill.
Can I see it before it disappears?
You see Dante wave to something, you turn around and you see the elk bow and then leave.
Do you do nature magic, Dante?
Well, I assume so. It's yeah. I just, it appears some spells, sort of get that theme to it about growth and life. And that elk has, of course, been showing up occasionally. And the whole tree deal might also have something to do with that. I wish I knew more on the subject, because I feel like it's kind of a big deal at this point.
Maybe. I'm gonna sit in thought for a minute, just kind of like pondering over some things.
Cool. Lucy, what are you doing?
So I'm going to go over to the fire and going to recite a poem that has been on my mind ever since I beat up Matif.
Ever since Matif got hard.
Oh my god.
Nah, we can't make that joke. That was too sad of a scene.
So Lucy looks into the fire and he just stares at it and then he just starts reciting the poem. Under the lone tree you read, while the petals danced at your feet. Your side did pull the red thread, that faded star-crossed lovers meet. In your eyes I laughed, and on your lips I stayed. From the words of your craft was our precious love made. You recited the stories engraved in my mind and colored my world with poetic rhyme. I offered my heart and you paid me in kind, a bond of trust surpassing even time. In my ears you sang, and in my heart you lived. A poor soldier's fang was all I could give. So I baited my lines with innocent hope, spouting empty words of your hand in mine. But the further I crawled, the tighter the rope, toward the edge of desire, a cruel design. In my memories you fade, and in my soul you pierce. With your ghost my soul is weighed, with a guilt so painfully fierce. Writing these words, I still think of you. But away from this coil, so far you flew. Would you still love me the same, even if I am to blame? From happiness I shy, in the empty garden I lie. For now I know, when angels die, that even the devil may cry.
Ahmesh claps.
Damn.
I feel like I have to clap. Holy shit. That was so good. This is Astrid, not Emmyth. Like, holy shit. I had a smile on my face. I was like, shit, this is good. Sorry.
Yeah, and then after reciting that, Lucy stands up from the fire and starts just walking into the distance. Not anywhere like super far, but
Yeah, just away from the
just
group.
in the distance. Yeah.
Okay. Ahmesh keeps an eye on you. Emmyth, what are you doing?
I'm just sitting by the fire, as well. Probably across from where Lucy was, reciting the poem, and I guess I just quietly watched him as he recited that, and I'm just going to think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna think and just be very happy to just sit there in silence
Okay.
until I go to bed.
So, eventually, you guys bed down for the evening. Lucy, I'm assuming you come back to the fire after a while when people begin bedding down?
I would like to sleep separately from everyone though,
Okay,
if I can do that.
sure. Is there anything people would like to do before bed? Any conversations or what? Nope. Cool.
Guess.
Oh, no. Go.
No, I can do it tomorrow morning.
Okay. So, all of you bed down for the evening. Dante, I'm assuming, because you don't need to sleep, I'm guessing you're on watch.
Yep.
Cool, make a perception check for me.
Wonderful.
You don't notice anything particular. Seems to be a pretty chill night.
Is this a long rest or a short rest?
Long rest, y'all. Get those spell slots back if you used any, and/or health. Dante.
Yeah.
As you're on watch, you don't notice anything. You look on the horizon to the hills. You don't see anything in particular. However, you do look down at your like skin and your body, and you do notice that your skin has become a little bit rougher in texture. That's all.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of try searching in my Warlock book to try and see if there are any references to that. So it's just sort of going through every single page over and over again until the sunrise.
Sure. You don't find anything in particular relating to this. You assume it's some sort of boon or eventual boon. So, eventually the sun rises, and because you guys went to bed very early, you're all up at the crack of dawn, 6:30 in the morning. That's what the crack of dawn is to me, because I'm a late riser. So all of you begin to wake, pack up camp, and begin to set off. Matif, you wanted to do something?
Yeah, I want to meet up with Ahmesh and see if I can't dissuade my fears on what's going on.
All right.
Like,
I'm guessing to his lack of magic.
Mm-hmm.
Make a Arcana check for me.
Boop-a-doop-boop-boo, boop-a-doop-boo. Why didn't it roll on frickin'...
I don't know, man.
Why does it not... Oh, it's because I'm on a new computer. Wait.
That'll be it.
Give me 5 seconds to download the extension again. What's it called again?
You can just roll it on Roll20 and just tell us if you would like.
Okay.
Not Roll20.
An extension
yeah.
is called Beyond 20.
Sorry. You can either...
Holy shit, that's a 23!
okay.
Do you want me to screenshot it? I can fucking screenshot it.
I believe you.
Yeah.
You're not the type of player
all
who would
see
lie to me about rolls.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, we can all see it. So, as you begin, you know, looking over Ahmesh, looking at his like magical, his surfer beads, which were his magical conduit through which he cast his magic. They're like a bunch of seashells and other related things. All of them have dulled in color, and after, you know, looking over the prophecy again, you're pretty sure that when he went in there, he surrendered his magic. That was the surrender. That was the sacrifice he made.
You were gonna make me do that, you fucking bitch! Asshole! Everybody get Merlin! This isn't fair!
Hey, that's not what actually happened. Chill.
I mean, it's not.
It's a lot of what ifs happening. Anyways,
You're right.
so you're pretty sure that the magic, his druidic magic,
It's completely gone.
is completely gone.
So, about druidic magic, he was talking about it a little earlier. It's learned, right? He could relearn it? Or is
Druidic
he,
magic,
like, not connected to the ley lines anymore?
It seems like his connection to, like, it's not like he's unlearned all these things. His connection to nature is gone.
Ooh. Is he, like, killing things while he walks and shit?
No, nothing like that. It just seems like you're pretty sure after looking through the thing, his sacrifice was his connection to nature.
Hmm. Well, I tell him that, really, sadly.
Well,
And then I also want to bring up something else to him.
sure.
I want to ask him if he feels in control.
Well, man, that's a pretty, like, loaded question. That's fucked. Like, I wouldn't shoot, like, I can't turn into animals and shit now. That's fucking not cool.
No, I mean, like,
No,
in control of your actions.
No, I was getting to that bit.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
As for that, like, I'm pretty sure I'm in control, man. Like, other than when I'm high out of my mind. Like, you know, like, I'm in control. I'm me. I'm still kicking.
Yeah. Well, let me know if I, come off a bit strong.
Yeah, man. I think that maybe you let your emotions ride a little too high on that wave. But other than that, you've obviously got a lot of trauma. And I think that it's healthy that you talk about it. And I think you have. I think the issues that, like, within the group and shit, there's a lot of miscommunication happening. And I'm not saying that it's all on you or on him. Like, let's just be honest. Like, that's where it's just you two. But I think, you know, I think if you just talk to him more, like, I know it's fucking painful and he's a bit of a dick, but he's a really cool guy. And I just, maybe you can help him, you know, kind of learn about, like, nuance and shit. He's very black and white.
I actually, fun fact about this, me, Pastel, have thought about a way to kind of mend the ties a little bit between us, so I'm very excited. I do, can I make an insight check to see if he's charmed?
Yeah, go
Or
for
is
it.
that something I would just, okay.
You would have picked that up on the Arcana, but make an insight check anyways.
Okay, did that one work?
Yes, that one worked.
Yeah. Okay, well fuck no, I don't know.
5, he's radical. continuing on. So, is there anything else you guys would like to do on your journey back to the Pego Fort?
Nope.
I'm going to tap on the little sorry, what you said it was a sapphire?
Yes, it's a sapphire in the palm of your hand. One that matches the sapphire that was embedded in the forehead of Sundaresh.
So I'm gonna tap on it and bring it up to my mouth and be like, Sundaresh, are you there?
Loud and clear.
Well, good morning. Just want to see how this thing worked.
There's no response.
He's like, you're fucking with the walkie-talkie, okay? Get on a different channel.
Oh yeah, to give you a little information about the sapphire, just so you know how it works. We'll use that as you kind of understanding how it works. So once per day, you can communicate with Sundaresh. Just write this in your notes. I haven't created a like magic item for this. I will, but just for now, just write it in your own notes.
Yeah.
Once per day, you can communicate with Sundaresh. And also, you have a what's the right word? Let's call it a defy fate. So once per day, if you fail a saving throw or an attack roll, you can choose to succeed instead.
Succeed and not reroll.
Yes, succeed. You can just choose to succeed.
Okay.
That's a saving throw, or only once per day, though.
Okay. And then, is there a limit on how long this communication can be?
I'm gonna leave it a little bit vague.
Okay. But if she doesn't want to talk, then she doesn't.
Oh, if she doesn't want to talk, she won't talk, yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, you are very much aware of who is in control of the sapphire.
Okay.
You're a bottom!
Oh my god. Oh shit.
So.
And I will probably
Also-
just get like a cloth and wrap it around my hand. So
I would
it's
assume that
not
Lucy
visible.
probably has gloves.
Yeah.
Sure. Not a problem.
Your real hand or your wooden hand?
Well, it's on the real hand, so
Yeah.
it's going to go around that one.
Okay. Nothing else? Okay. You guys eventually make your way back to the Pego Fort. You see it. Actually, I'll change the. Let me pull up Roll20. I'll bring up the map of the Pego Fort again. Ooh, it's taking a little bit to load. So, you guys eventually make it back to the Pego Fort. Entering in through the northern gate. You see that there is a troop of Savannah Barons by the gate. You see that there's about 10 of them, of these huge Loxodon with spears and oval-shaped shields. They see you, kind of nod as you enter. They watched you exit, so you guys enter back into the city. What are you guys doing?
Based on our first impression, is everyone looking happier than before we left? Or not happier, but in better mood?
Make an
I
insight
like-
check.
Okay.
$17. You sense that there's some slight hope that, now that the Savannah Barons are here, but again, yes, they're highly trained warriors, but rumors about the amount of soldiers incoming from Markovia are, very wildly. So people are still extremely uneasy, but they feel a little bit safer now that the Savannah Barons are here.
But do people also look healthier?
Yeah, so as you enter through the gates, you walk over to the rear of City Hall, which is where the barracks are, and you see that all of the tents are being packed up that were housing all of these ill and sick guards. You see a whole bunch of them standing guard outside the door. And you see several detachments roaming through the streets, making sure peace is maintained. Yeah, they all seem well and healthy.
And so, we don't have to play this out, but I just, if I can find Eefa, I just visit her, tell her what happened, and then just wish her luck.
Yep. You find her, she's packing up a tent and helping some of the clerics take it back to the Temple of Ayunto-Voskos and stuff. She says, "Oh boy, that's great," and then continues doing her thing. So you guys make it go over to the barracks at the rear of City Hall. Make your way inside. You see that young guardswoman lead you back up into the commander's chambers. Where you see just Taika is there waiting for you around the desk. Sorry, let me bring up NPCs. Trying to remember where I put my stuff. Yeah, so it's
Every
just...
DM.
Yeah, so it's just Taika, the Loxodon commander. You see that he's taken off the huge pauldron that's on his shoulder, and you see that his huge greatsword is lying on the table next to him. You see he's poring over paperwork. Oh yeah, hello, welcome back to the Pago Fort adventurers. He looks down, he's like, group number 69. How can I...
Nice.
Oh, it was 29, sorry, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Yeah.
29. Yeah, sorry, I got you confused with another group. Did you... I'm assuming you...
Yeah, those guys are awesome.
I'm assuming you guys secured the aid of our ally, as all of our guards are now well again. I will have to thank you.
As he says that, can I look at his hands? Or not look at his hands, but study his hands to see if there's any similar sapphires that
Make
I can
a perception check. You see in his right hand, there is a huge chunk of flesh that is missing in roughly the same spot as your sapphire. So it looks as if he's cut his hand open to pry it out. Or it's been removed. One of the two.
Oh yeah, we found that individual you guys were looking for.
Yeah, I'm very sorry you had to deal with that, but I'm afraid we couldn't let the three of us get into the harm's way, I'm afraid, at this point. But I appreciate your gumption.
Yeah, so how's it
You
looking?
mean-
Yeah.
What was that?
You go.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit better. I think we have a chance of not getting maybe completely killed, maybe. And he, shows you some of the paperwork. He's not very secretive about it because, there's not a lot of people to go around in the Pago Fort. So, here's how this is going to work. I've got a little of a thing here. So...
Oh shoot.
you guys are still free to do whatever you want. If you guys would like to leave the Pego Fort and do something, you know, go somewhere else, that is completely okay. It's still sandbox. You guys can do whatever the fuck you guys want. However, because you guys have gone to see Sundaresh and, you know, Sundaresh, and got the aid of her to, you know, make sure the guard population isn't fucking dead. The chance that the Pego Fort will win this oncoming battle is now at 20% that they will win. There are steps you guys can take to increase that percentage. However, I will not tell you when it rises or decreases if you do something wrong. So if you guys
was
would
it
like...
at before?
What was that, sorry? It was at 0. They would have died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They have a 20% chance of success at defeating the oncoming Markovian invasion. You guys could leave right now and there's a chance everybody still lives. However, you guys can take steps to improve the chances of the Pego Fort. I'm turning this is a little bit of a video game thing, you know, where it's slowly, you know, as you do
choose your own
tasks,
adventure.
Yeah.
Like, the choices that affect it.
Yeah, the choices will
Life
affect.
Strange kind of thing.
Yes. I'm not going to tell you.
Cool.
But you guys can investigate around the fort and try and, you know, recruit people or, you know, recruit individuals that you find or the like. But that is completely up to you.
How long is it until the attack?
Tyka speaks up. He's like, yeah, from our latest reports, we've got maybe 2-3 days.
Thank you.
And he pulls out the big ledger with all of the work done by mercenary groups. Yeah, so you guys come up with a name for your group yet, or are you still group number 29?
Oh shit. We didn't come up with a group name. Out of character. What have we...
Yeah, you'll have to give us a little bit more time to think on that.
All right, I'll just put you down as completed for group number 29. Now, if you guys would like to join in our war effort, I would love to see you guys. You guys have proven to be an asset, but I cannot. I will not force you guys to do anything. If you guys would like to help, that is completely within your choice. However, I have received permission that after this battle is completed, if you guys would like to take part, you will receive formal recognition by the president, and will be rewarded somewhat for your troubles.
I'm down. I'll help. Speak up a bit, like, too eagerly. As soon as he says recognition.
Someone's gotta help you guys.
Do we have to decide now, or can we get back to you later today?
Yeah, get back to me whenever you would like. Preferably before we go into battle. Yeah, if by the end of this day, if you could inform me of your decision, that'd be appreciated. And he looks towards you, Dante.
Hi.
Yeah.
Well, if the rest of the group is in with it, I guess I could find something to help with.
Yeah, cool. Ahmesh is like, whoa, war number 4, here we go.
Or 4.
What the fuck has Ahmesh been through?
He's pretty old. He's like in his well, not old, but he's like in his mid-30s. He's older than most of you guys, other than Matif, obviously. Actually, he's younger than Emmyth. He's only older than Lucy, I'm pretty sure.
He's also older than me.
Yeah, he's older than Lucy and Dante, I'm pretty sure, but he's younger than Emmyth and Matif. Goddamn elves.
Hmm.
And I talk to him and say, "You have any battle plans that I can look over, see if it's worth it?"
Yeah, I can show you them now. And he goes over the battle plans. He shows you his plans for the Savannah Barons as like a frontal. Basically, as the frontal assault to basically take the brunt of the attack, since they're the most well-trained warriors, with guards lined up on the walls, shooting arrows and projectiles and whatnot. He also has a back line of guards with spears and other like larger weapons on the back line. And also a small squadron of mages as well. That's kind of that he has somebody basically delegated to protect them, to kind of move throughout the battlefield and give support. Like, you've seen worse battle plans.
Mhm.
Like, it seems well thought out. The issue seems to be numbers at the moment.
Question, are they familiar with the concept of the spell thieves?
Spell thieves. Looking through his notes, you see that there is a note when it comes to his squad of mages. There's a reason they're being protected by a couple of well-trained individuals. There's like a squad of 10 Savannah Barons that are going to be protecting the mages, but they don't have like a huge mage, like a large enough mage group where they have to worry about spell thieves too much, where that would be an issue. So he does have a small note about it. He's fought Markovia before. He knows some of their tricks, but they don't have a large enough squad of mages where they have to really, really plan to deal with them.
And these allies that you might be able to recruit, are they here in the Pego Fort, or where are they?
Yeah, look, I've tried to get in contact with the diplomatic forces. We have a united army together with the Diplomatica and with the Prismatic, the Tannin Likar, the Eastern Dragonborn. We have a united forces, but we haven't been able to get any messages through, and I don't know whether they'll be able to get here fast enough to help us. If there was some sort of teleportation magic or something that could get them here faster, that'd be good, but I don't know if that's possible at this point. So hopefully they can arrive. We've also, obviously asked for reinforcements from further south, but moving large numbers of troops takes time. We were just lucky the Savannah Barons were this close.
Who's the leading tactician or commander in this battle?
Yeah, you're looking at him.
And how do you feel right now about this battle?
Yeah, not great, hey. But we got to try and protect our home, protect our people. It's too late to move everyone out now. With until our sick were healed, we didn't have the people, we didn't have the manpower, and even now, there's just not enough time to get everyone out safely. It's a long journey down to Kalinga Awa, which is the capital, but it's just not enough time. We don't have the resources. We don't have the supplies. It's just...
So your plan right now is just to defend and take a fortress in this place.
Well, it's called the Pago Fort. It's held for centuries now, so hopefully it can hold a little longer.
Yeah, hopefully. Any word on the Markovian front?
The Markovian what, sorry?
The Markovian front, like how their armies are doing.
Yeah, our scouts have told us that they're about 2 or 3 days away. So we've got to just doing last minute preparations now.
Okay. Well, I guess if you need help, we better start now, because you guys don't have much time.
Yeah, you would be correct. So he looks over you guys, and he basically asks about your like skill sets, what you guys kind of do, and if you guys would be so inclined. So you guys are signing up to help them in the battle, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So after you guys kind of like, after you guys inform him of your skill sets, he basically delegates you to certain parts of the battle. Matif and Dante, you guys are delegated to the mage squadron. So you'll be moving throughout, making sure things are sorted out, and help is, powerful aid goes to where it's needed. Lucy, you are you guys are given titles.
Ooh, no fucking way.
Right?
Emmyth's ego boost. Fuck.
Did you just come, Astrid?
Yes, I did. I just came. Oh god, I'm sorry. That laugh was actually horrifying. I don't think I've laughed like that before. I apologize.
Matif and Dante, you were given the title of Spellmaster, which is a like medium to high ranking mage, essentially.
It sounds cool.
Emmyth, you are put in charge of, well, not in charge of, but you were made a... Sorry, give me a second.
So excited.
That is a great comment, Corpse. Holy shit.
Bjorny jail.
Bjorny jail.
Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find something. When you're a DM, you have a million notes. Hard to find anything.
Oh, yeah.
Emmyth, you are made a captain. And you are put in a... you are basically made one of the commanders of the ranged attacks from the wall. On the northwestern side of the wall. Sorry. I'm trying to think of how the Impego Fort is positioned. Yeah, basically the northeast side of the wall.
Wait, this is me. Northeast of the wall. Ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Cool. Like kind of just helping out and manning shooting shit.
Well, you'd be directing people and making sure if anybody does get close to the wall, you're the one who goes down and fucks them up. If anybody does get close to the wall.
Yeah, so are we up on the wall, or is it like...
You're on the wall, but your role also includes directly beneath, like, the wall on the side getting attacked.
Right.
Yeah. So the wall is kind of your responsibility.
I'm the bitch that says, loose the arrows. Yeah? Yeah?
Yes, you
They're
are.
like, loose!
And after Taika considers your previous military experience, Lucy, he makes you a general, and you are put up in the front lines with him.
And I guess I would also like to give all the leaders or the other generals and commanders just kind of a rundown of basic Markovian formations and tactics from what I would know.
Okay.
My previous history.
Okay. Cool. I won't tell you by how much, but that did increase their chances of success by you telling them their formations. Because of your experience with the Markovian military. I won't tell you how much, but it did.
0.3%.
So we have Captain Emmyth. You finally made a Captain Emmyth. It's just not of a ship.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop! She's loving this.
And then we have
Don't tell me otherwise.
we have Spellmasters Dante and Matif. And we have it was a commando, right? General.
You said
General.
General.
And General Lucifer.
Wow, that sounds kind of ominous.
I'll just say Lucy. General Lucy.
Oh, you can put Lucifer. I think. So I think
I'll
when
put your full name,
Lucy
Lucifer
goes,
T. Burns.
yeah. When Lucy goes in this like back into soldier mode, he's kind of a different person. He's much more serious. Doesn't really talk much or joke much, and he's more about business when he goes into this mode.
You all, after being, with Lucy for so long, notice this very obvious shift in Lucy's demeanor after he takes up this position. So, he's like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot, yeah, follow me. And he goes, walks towards a bookshelf, which he grabs with one hand and shoves the whole thing to the side, with just his, brute strength. And walks into this surprisingly large room. It's like a walk-in closet, but it's quite large. And you see lots of armor, weapons, whatnot. So, what you guys see, along with basic weapons and armor that are not magical, in some sense, Taika points out a set of red leather armor, which is carved with in a language you guys don't understand, with runes. And the runes seem to glow with an even brighter orangey red glow. So this is an armor of fire resistance. There is a ring of protection, which puts your saving throws up by 1 and your AC up by 1. There is an amulet of health, which makes your constitution 19. Wow. There is a cloak of displacement, which is a cloak with the colors of the Awa Republic, which is orange, blue, and yellow, in a very beautiful swirling pattern. And one sword, Lucy, that catches your eye, one you've seen before, way back when, which is Sword of the Storm, which is when you were first being brought up as a, in the few times you saw the War Master before meeting him, he's a very famous individual within Markovia, before you met him properly in Steny Boga when you were training. Which was his sword before it was taken in a military battle some years back, which is basically it's a flame tongue sword but for lightning. So basically it's a sword that deals an additional 2d6 lightning damage on a successful hit. Cloak of Displacement also, I believe, gives it disadvantage on attacks to hit. You guys get to choose one each. Sorry, I'm just going to take off my hoodie. Give me a sec.
I think I already know which one I want, so...
I don't know which one I want. There's a few I want, but I'm not sure.
The Sword of the Storm is a short sword as well, so it's a finesse weapon.
I would like...
Oh yeah, we're huddling in character to discuss which one we want.
Probably.
Cool.
Sure. There's Yeah, I was just gonna say there's enough for each of us. So.
There's basically there's one extra. So there's 5 objects total.
So I guess let's start with the first one. The armor, is that light armor, medium armor?
It is leather armor, so it's light armor.
Leather armor. Okay.
Oh shit, no, I don't want that one. Never mind. Well, I already have a cloak. I'd have to take the one I have off
Yes,
to
you
put
would.
it on, which would
One
suck.
cloak in the back, one cloak in the front.
Double cloak.
Double cloak.
Cloak and
Double
magic.
edge.
English dress.
Cloak on, bro.
Cloak on, cloak off. Okay.
Well, Lucy will. You guys don't mind? We'll take the sword.
No, I don't mind.
Lucy, I have added this in D&D Beyond, so if you search up, like go to add items. Actually, I'll be able to add it for you, actually. If you just, I'll tell you when, if you want to reset your D&D Beyond in just a second. There we are. If you reset your,
I think I'm vibing with the cloak,
D&D
maybe.
Beyond.
I think that's a good idea for you since you get in melee range.
Yeah.
Although your AC's pretty good, right? Because of your dexterity?
It's 14.
Never mind. You're good.
Yeah.
I'd
Dex
take
is
it.
good. But not good enough.
Okay, wait. What's left again? There's
It was
the ring.
Ring of Protection, which buffs saving
armor.
throws and AC, which also would be good. I thought about that too.
Mhm.
And the Constitution. What gave the 19 Constitution, Merlin?
the Amulet of Health.
I'm an amulet.
Can I discern anything about this armor?
Yes, so it's, it gives you resistance to fire damage.
That's pretty fucking good.
That's pretty cool.
Considering fire is the most common damage type after slashing,
It is,
piercing,
yeah.
and bludgeoning.
I had to stop myself so hard.
Fireball.
I cast Fireball centered on myself. Okay, remind me on the rules of armor. Are you allowed to wear a cloak and armor, or is
Yeah.
it just one
No,
or
you can
the
wear,
other?
You can wear cloak and armor.
Okay. 'Cause I don't have any armor right now, and that sounds pretty good.
Well, I think... Well, can you cast mage armor if you are wearing light armor? I guess that's the question.
Good question. I also don't think it
Surely.
stacks with the amulet, or not the amulet, the ring of protection. Because that leaves me one thing.
A plus thing. It would like a stack, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would say.
Yeah, who isn't wearing armor? Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'd rather have my AC than fire resistance. So, okay, wait. You were talking about the ring of protection. If I remember correctly, it doesn't ends if the target owns. Oh, okay. So that just changes my base to 13, which would mean that I could have another buff on top of that. Correct?
What's that? Sorry?
So, mage armor changes my base to 13.
Yep.
So I can add the ring of protection, right? And that would also add on top of it.
Yes, it would.
I don't know, because it says here the target's base AC becomes 13 plus its dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
If we're
and
going
then-
by like,
And the ring, I would rule it, and I'm pretty sure D&D Beyond does the same. It does and should stack.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because D&D Beyond does not change my armor class to 17 when I cast a spell, by the way. I think that's really dumb. But
Yeah,
like, whatever.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would like the ring of protection, Dante, if you would like to take something else.
Yeah, anything catching your
yeah.
eye, Dante?
Yeah, just sort of mechanically speaking here, am I remembering right in saying I was entirely disallowed armor, Merlin?
Well, because of... Let me read. Is this because of... Wait. What are you referring to here? Is this...
I just remember when we were talking about this subclass, I was not allowed armor.
Let me check real quick. I believe we did have a chat about that in some form.
Yeah.
Let me just check. Features and traits. Yes, so I believe you're not allowed to wear... You'd be able to wear leather armor. I believe. Like, you're already wearing leather armor.
I am. Huh. Yeah, I was.
I am.
I have clothes on. Wow.
I am naked.
I'm naked.
I don't know. He's pretty in tune with nature. I wouldn't put it past him.
That's true.
Yeah, if I'm allowed to wear the armor, I'd actually kind of like that fire protection stuff.
Okay, cool. So it's armor of armor of resistance, and then you can choose the fire. So if you go to, you guys know how to add items in D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So for you, Emmyth, it's Cloak of Displacement. Matif, Ring of Protection. Dante, Armor of Resistance. And Lucy, I've already added yours, Sword of the Storm.
There's still this amulet of health, right?
Yeah, but you guys.
Yeah, but we can only take one.
You can only take one each.
Oh, do you want to give it to Ahmesh? Is that what you're trying to?
Yeah, either Ahmesh or Eefa. Just like hold it for them.
Ahmesh won't take anything. His con is already pretty high. He's fine.
We save it for Eefa.
I believe.
Can we come back for it for Eefa?
I'm gonna say you guys won't be able to take it because I'm pretty sure when you were talking to him,
Oh yeah, she wasn't there.
Amish opted out of getting any reward, I believe. So you guys will get to choose one each. So, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So, you guys receive your items, and Taika leads you out. And he goes, just says to you guys, yeah, right, I'm going to give you guys the rest of the day to, find some lodging and have a good night's rest. But all of you, I expect you guys to be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, so we can begin sorting out some battle plans. Yeah. Get out of
Sounds
here.
good.
And also think of a better name than Group 29.
Don't worry, we will.
Or we won't. Who really cares?
The 29ers.
The 29ers.
Nor.
You guys walk down the steps of the barracks into the warm afternoon sun of the Pego Fort. What would you guys like to do? Or actually, would you guys like to take a short break? Or are we good to keep going?
I'm doing all
I
right.
don't mind, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with keeping going.
All right. We
Keep my
keep keeping
solo.
on. So, what would you guys like to do? He did mention that, there were some individuals in town that would be, if you could recruit some people, that'd be nice. To have some extra people on board.
Yeah, so it might be a good idea if we search separately and try to find people on our own. I was thinking of discussing some tactics with some of the generals around here, maybe planting like spikes around the area so we can have a better chance, but I don't know what you two spellmasters are going to do. And you might be useful in giving them some pointers on how to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
How does that sound to y'all?
Yeah, that doesn't sound bad.
Matif kind of stretches. And he's like, oh, sorry. I actually
So
did stretch. And then I was like, fuck. And he's like, guess preparation is key in these types of circumstances.
Okay. So, Lucy, you go off to meet with the other generals, and I'll take that as your you upping the chances by discussing battle tactics and stuff as per your you saying before that you were going to tell them about Markovian battle tactics. So I'll take that as what you said before. Emmyth, what are you doing? Oh, sorry.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, sure.
So, based on what I know about them, implementing measures like whether if like they use horses, maybe putting like spike traps or things like that around the fort, in response to whatever they might have.
Awesome. Also, by you guys becoming commanders, you guys have also upped the chances of success. So well done.
At least we didn't lower it.
Yeah, imagine. The fact that you guys decided to help, high chance they're fucked.
Yeah. Okay. So Lucy, you go off to do that. Emmyth, what are you doing?
Maybe would it make sense for me to follow with Lucy now to go and maybe check out the recruits and help buff this fighting skills, or?
So I'll just mention before. So this isn't me telling you guys. Tyker said that there were some other people in town who he wanted to recruit.
Right.
That there might be some other people, not referring to the new recruits that have joined the cause.
True.
So if you wanted to go search for them, or you can.
I'll get more people. I'm not sure. Astrid doesn't know where to start, but Emmyth would.
Make an investigation check, Emmyth.
Or Emmyth won't.
No. Okay. It's not bad.
Oh, that's
Not
good.
bad.
All right, I will get to you in a second. Because this might take a while. Matif, what are you doing?
Okay, I know this is really embarrassing, but I forgot what Yume said like a second ago.
So like to Emmyth, I basically told her or I suggested that she look for those people. And then to you guys, you and Dante, I said, I don't really know what you spellcasters can do, but you guys will think of something basically.
Yep, and I will figure something out. Like, I definitely will. I have an idea. So, looking at Roll20 here really quick.
Yep.
This is a dock, right?
What's this?
This up here in the
No,
not the corner.
That's the so this is kind of topsy-turvy. This is the northern gate. This is the southern gate.
Got it. Okay, never mind.
The docks, you would have to leave the city, but the docks are to the directly to the shit. Let me pull up my map. I think it's to the west. It's directly to the coast. Yes, it's directly to the coast. Like, you can, once you leave the Pego Fort, you go up a hill and you basically just walk down this big hill to the docks. It's not far.
So that's gonna be my backup plan. But my first plan is there any way to construct whatever those big catapult things are?
You see that there are some catapults being constructed at the northern in the northern fields here in the where the fields were burnt out. You do see some of the Savannah Barons as well as some of the guards are currently constructing catapults.
Okay. So would there be a way to recruit construction workers, whatever, to help either build them faster or build them more efficiently or build more of them?
Sure. Sure. So you head over to the market. Make an investigation check.
Oh, I'm not as good at that.
Ooh,
not bad.
17 though. You find several carpenters as well as like blacksmiths who you basically enlist the services of. You ask, hey, can you help us build some catapults? And they agree, and they follow you into the fields where they begin helping the Savannah Barons and the guards construct some catapults, and that definitely increases the chances.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's what I'll do.
Cool. Dante, what are you doing?
I would like to go to probably the biggest field Dante can find.
Okay. So that would
outside the
be
walls.
that would be probably this field here.
I'm just gonna stand in it and I'm gonna cast a spell.
Oh, what are you casting?
I want to cast plant growth, but I'm gonna be doing it for 8 hours.
Oh, okay. Let me read the
So-
spell real quick. Spells. Plant growth. Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
So as you walk into this field, you see a rather wealthy-looking farmer is, trying to sow some more plants into the field, since they were burnt by...
I bet he is.
Huh?
I said I bet he is.
It's rather late in the season, so you would know normally there wouldn't be much hope at a new crop growing this late in the season, right? But you kind of walk into the field. He looks up, but he doesn't really do anything. He's like, he doesn't really give a shit at this point. Like, he's, some random guys in my field, whatever. Like, stuff's already bad. And you cast plant growth. So what is it, half mile?
Yeah, all plants in a half-mile radius.
Fuck me. Alright. I will say that does include not just this field here, but also these fields. I would say it probably includes... Actually, if you're standing there... Sorry, I'm just trying to measure. How far's a mile in kilometers?
Oh
guys?
no! The city's gonna be overgrown!
1,000... Oh,
Yeah, 1.6.
A mile?
1.6,
500...
so that's 800 meters would be a half mile. That's almost a kilometer. I would say this field here, these two fields here, and all of the palm trees and all of the trees in this section of the city would be included within that radius.
Perfect.
Including all of the trees by the slums as well. So what happens is you cast this spell, all of the corn that this guy literally just planted grows almost instantly, right? You hear him physically freak out when all this corn begins to grow around him. And this is no normal corn. This is 3-meter tall corn. This is enough to feed an army.
Fantasy corn!
Fantasy corn.
Super corn.
Same in these fields here. Begin growing, lots of all of the stuff that they just planted, try and recoup some of their losses. Begins to grow to an insane degree. All of the palm trees, here, effectively shield the slums from being seen and make it difficult to rain. So you're protecting all the poor people in their homes. Well done.
Yay.
That definitely.
On accident.
That definitely helps chances of success. Awesome. So that's what you're doing, Dante?
Yep, that's the next 8 hours of my life.
Okay, radical. Alright, let's go back to Matif before we go to Emmyth, because this might be a long conversation. After you do the help, round up the catapults and whatnot, did you want to head down to the docks and do your second thing?
Yeah, if possible.
Sure. You begin to walk down to the docks. What would you like to do?
So I want to find any, like, large ships with, that are already kind of, like, not battle ready, but, like, defend themselves on the ocean. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like, anything that has, like, shipments and shit.
Most of the ships that are left here are less ships and they're more boats. You see a couple of fishing vessels, and a couple of dinghies. You don't see any, like, major ships that would be useful, in a attack.
Okay. So I have an idea here, and it's really dumb.
Okay.
Like, really dumb.
Sure, hit me.
So, this place is not far from the dock, right? Like, it is reasonable enough to believe that there could be a water... whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Evacuation?
Yeah.
It's, like, within a kilometer. Like, you think you could probably, like, evacuate people here, maybe?
Or no, that's not the word I'm looking for. What's the word I'm looking for? Attack, maybe? Like, battlement? Naval, whatever?
Oh, for, like, Markovia, too?
Yeah.
It's not a particularly huge dock, probably on purpose. It can probably, like, support one huge vessel at a time, along with, like, a couple small ones. You don't think a navy could dock here?
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, you think
That
maybe
actually
they
makes it
could
a lot
bring
easier.
in... You think they could probably bring in additional forces through the harbor? Maybe, but not, like, a lot. Or maybe a few hundred soldiers, nothing, too huge.
Okay. What would be, like, hypothetically, the fantasy equivalent of an explosive?
That would be explosives.
Okay, so they have, oh right, alchemists fucking exist.
Yeah, alchemist fire, literal gunpowder. Take your pick.
That's fair, I guess. Which one's cheaper?
Probably gunpowder. Alchemist fire is not exactly easy to come across.
Oh yeah, and it's really hard to put out.
Yes, it is.
So, and we're on home turf, so that's probably a bad idea anyway. Okay, so I'm going to bring up this idea to the Loxodon guy. It's in my notes.
Taika.
That we could store some, like, gunpowder and things in the not like the port area or, like, on the docks, but, like, near them, essentially.
Yeah.
And we can either run, like, lines of powder in, like, a wall kind of area for, like, distraction purposes, essentially. Like, obviously it wouldn't burn to the point where, like, it would become difficult terrain or anything, but, like, to the point where, like, almost like flashbang them, like, where, like, they have a couple of stunned rounds, quote unquote.
Sure. I think after bringing this up with Taika, he definitely considers it, but they don't have a huge supply of gunpowder. So he definitely considers it, though.
Okay. I'll take it.
Cool. All right, Emmyth. I need you to roll a d4 for me.
Oh. Okay.
Just a plain old d4.
3.
Fun. So you...
Oh, no.
You go on the search for new recruits. And, you go through the markets and you see that there are, a few travelers that were caught here in the Pago Fort when war was declared and they haven't had a chance to move on further south. And you see a gnome with pink hair sitting at a bar drinking some whiskey.
And I've already met.
I don't believe you've met him yet.
Would I have seen him? He was on the docks, wasn't he?
Yes. Make a perception check for, like 2 days ago.
Like, do I remember?
I would also like to say that when Lucy was in jail, Matif saw pink hair in the windowsill when they dropped off the money.
Yeah.
And he did say something about the pink hair, but he didn't know anything else about the person.
13. You would have caught a glimpse of a small person with pink hair the other day at the docks. So yeah, you see this. You see that he's wearing a very fancy clothes. He's wearing this silver breastplate with this kind of purple cloak. It's more of a cape actually, with a yellow star emblazoned on it.
Ooh.
And you see that he's kind of chilling. At one of his at his side, you see that he has a short sword, and on the other side there is a flute.
I'm gonna approach. Where is he again? Sorry.
He's at a bar at one of these like open. It's kind of open to the. It's not inside an establishment. It's kind of like on the outside. He's sitting at a chair, facing towards the bar.
Yeah, thought so. Okay, cool. Just double checking. I will approach him.
Okay. You approach the gnome. He acknowledges you as you approaches. He kind of like waves his hand up and, as a hi.
Hi.
Yeah, g'day. How you going?
Very well, thank you. How much yourself be?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. War's coming.
Yes.
Yeah, shit's fucked.
Yes. Oh, shit is fucked. Actually, I was... Speaking of the said war, I'll sit down. Kind of looking for people who would be willing to help out with the forces. And I don't know what I'd ask. You look intriguing.
Make a persuasion check.
This is my fucking forte. Come on.
28 or 20.
Nice!
Oh my god.
Fuck. Yes, this is the role I've been waiting for persuasion.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I thought you guys would never ask. I've been waiting for someone to come find me and invite me. I didn't want to impose.
Oh no, I'm sure.
I was waiting for someone to ask. Yeah, I'm all about hope and freedom and shit. Yeah, let's get this shit going.
This shit bussin'.
This shit bussin', man.
Oh, this shit busing for sure.
Yeah, it's draconic. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's a cool word.
What does bussin' translate to in common then, Merlin?
Popping off.
Popping
Something
up,
to be bussin' as an adjective, I guess.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I've definitely thought out this language system that I've invented.
Yeah.
Draconic has become the meme language.
Like an hour ago.
Yeah. Yeah, tis bussin', as the Dragonborn say.
Name's Gustin, by the way.
The pleasure's all mine. Emmyth. Emmyth, I shake his hand and go out for a handshake.
He shakes your hand, and as you say his name, he kind of like cocks his head a little bit. Yeah, you're Del Noah's daughter, aren't you? Heard rumors.
Why, yes, I.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not one of your lot. I'm not a pirate.
Oh.
But I've heard a little bit about your exploits, and I'm glad you're on this side of the conflict.
Wow, I'm awfully flattered then, Mr. Gustin. We've heard rumors, good rumors, of my exploits. Have my quote-unquote exploits
Yeah, look, one of
Found
my
it.
mates had a really good night with you. That's how I heard about you first. But then I heard about,
Oh.
then I heard about some of your pirating things, and yeah,
Oh, what is who was he?
yeah, it was Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey, he was good. Not as good as the others, but like he was quite pretty good.
He writes in a little book, like you kind of glance. He's just like, make fun of Jeffrey.
I'll say hi to him if you ever see him again.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of shipping work, so I don't see him as much anymore. But
Oh, it's a shame. He was
Yeah.
nice too.
anyways, I wanted to lend my support. I've been trying to get in
Wonderful.
contact with the diplomatic forces,
I see.
but I need a little bit of help contacting certain individual. Had a bit trouble.
Oh. Well, what individual do you speak of?
Yeah, can you? He leans in. Yeah, can you keep a little bit of a secret?
Oh, secrets are my expertise, darling.
Yeah.
Roll deception. Roll deception.
Yeah, look, I kind of work a little bit for Sir Robert the Bold. Been struggling to get through to him. He kind of commands the diplomatic forces, but none of them know about the situation that's occurring over here. This is clear, part of our treaty to come defend. But I've been struggling to find a way to get into contact. I need a message to be sent to him. You wouldn't happen to know anyone who has some sort of long-range messaging capabilities?
Well, let me think. Do I?
You assume this would be... Look, Emmyth, she's a pretty smart cookie,
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
She's okay. She's good.
She's got a 12 intelligence, right?
She ain't no wizard though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fucking.
You assume this would be probably magical or like a very fast bird.
Yeah.
So you don't know. You think
Fast bird.
fast bird, like a falcon or something. You don't know if you would have to. You don't know, anyone who can send like magical messages or anything. But that's at least a lead. But Gustin is very much willing to join the fight.
Wonderful. Well, it's good to know that we have a fella like you on our side as well. Looks like we may be working together over the next few days.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Now you're in the same like adventuring party as that Lucy fellow, right?
Why, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Where's that? How you know him?
Yeah, my boss took a little bit of interest in him and his poetry, heard through the grapevine. But
Oh.
he's been a bit we thought he'd
Unruly.
be a good Matif, on his way back from the docks bursts in.
Because he literally just walked past unruly,
walked
keeps going.
My master's taken a little bit of a shine to him, but what I've seen so far is a little bit disappointing. Thought he might be a good recruit for the College of Hope, but I think he needs to grow up a little bit, honestly.
Oh.
Little baby man. Little baby man needs to grow up.
Yeah,
Matif comes
walks
back.
you see coming from this, you see him say, to grow up a little bit from this 2'4", gnome.
Yeah, that's pretty amusing. I mean, yeah,
I want a picture of little baby Lucy that just says little baby man on it.
Astrid, get on it.
I will. Little baby
I'm gonna
man.
make it into a t-shirt, Astrid.
Little baby man.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get us all t-shirts.
It's gonna have a little pocket, like, the ones that just go in the front. Little side pocket, and it's just gonna have like a little chibi babby Lucy. And it's just
Little
gonna say
baby
really little, tiny writing under it, little baby man, little baby boy.
Okay.
Here, I'll redeem it with my channel points I don't even know, but like whatever.
Oh my god. Yeah, I suppose he's been quite a lot, I guess, recently. I think he's working through some stuff.
Yeah, aren't we all? You hear from behind the bar. Yeah. See, there's this elderly elf that's like, drying glasses with a cloth.
Yas, bitch.
Yas, bitch.
Yas, bitch. Anyways, awesome. Well, they'll definitely want you if you. I'm not. Where do I send him? Like, you know what I mean? Do I send him to the old trio?
Yeah. You send him to the barracks to, sign up and.
Okay, the barracks.
Get
All right.
his...
Feel free to head to the barracks. They'll be more than happy to accept your service.
Cool. Yep. You enlist the support of Gustin.
Yeah.
Also,
he's a gnome, you said?
yes, he's a gnome.
Is he also a spell
thief? Spell thieves tend to be halflings, not all the time, obviously.
Oh shoot! Yeah, you're right.
No, he appears to be some sort of bard, of some sort.
Oh, the College of Hope. I should have picked that up. Yep.
Yeah. Or a bard fighter hybrid, a bit like Lucy. He is wearing armor and whatnot. Oh gosh. Cool.
How dare you?
So, as you guys finish these tasks, your day comes to a close. All of you complete tasks in furthering the goals of the Pago Fort.
Hopefully.
And you all bed down. Oh, my Google just thought I talked to her.
This action will have consequences.
You guys you guys bed down for the evening, finding lodgings in either the Temple of Iora Eremos or in some other lodgings. Staying in the
Did
barracks.
you find Jeffrey?
Jeffrey's back at home in Liupai.
Oh no, he had a wife and kids.
The next day, you guys arise, which is the day before the Markovian military is expected to arrive. So you guys have one more day to do prep work before the battle. Potentially one more day. You may have the next day as well, but there will be a roll at the end of the day to see whether you guys get an extra day. So, assuming this is your last day, what would you guys like to do? We'll start with Lucy. What are you doing?
So I'd like to have multiple things done if that's all right.
Sure, you've got all day. Also, what I'll let you guys do is you guys can do 3 things.
Okay.
Might not necessarily do anything, but you guys have got to do 3 things.
Okay. May I go or?
What was that, sorry?
May I go?
You go.
Yeah, you go.
Okay. So the first thing I'd like to do is
Sorry, let me
whoever
retract that.
is
Sorry, I'll say 2 things. Just to, morning and evening, morning and afternoon. 2 things. What would you like to do?
So the first thing I'd like to do is whoever is making like either the banners or the armor.
Yep.
I want for them to like paint on the banner the sign that I was referring to, that I told little Jeff back in that bookstore.
Which symbol was this, sorry? The
little sign that I told little Jeff in his bookstore. The hand sign.
Yes.
To have those put on the banners of whatever unit or squadron I'm leading.
Sure. So you are leading the I just need to look something up real quick. Also, as you guys may or may not have picked up, the orcish culture is based on Greek culture a little bit. So you will be leading you'll be leading Delta Squad.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to go Roman legions over here?
No. Delta Squad.
Delta Squad.
So you'll be, well, not necessarily squad, but Delta Squadron.
But Matif is a Sigma male.
That's why you're
Big
with the
Sigma energy.
mages. Okay, yep, so you achieved that, Lucy?
And then later in the day, will I be able to have a quick conversation with Sundaresh and go to a temple?
Yeah, that's fine. You can talk to Sundaresh whenever, that's fine.
Okay. And that's what I'll do. At the end of the day, I don't know if you want to go through everyone else first.
It's fine, we'll just do the conversation now. It's all good.
Okay. So I'll first talk to Sundaresh then.
Okay.
And I'll tap on the sapphire again, bring it up to my mouth. Sundaresh, you in there?
You have my attention.
Yeah, so about this war, are you able to see the odds that we have on our side?
There is a pause for a second. The odds seem to be shifting, though the outcome's still unclear.
Any chance of you helping here?
If you wish.
Got a double meeting because it's a waste dragon.
Yeah, well, I'll think on it, but I don't know if I'd count on that. But thank you for the help, by the way.
No response.
And then after that, so I want to go to a temple.
Okay,
And
which one?
Lucy is, I don't know how familiar Lucy is with religion, because he doesn't really subscribe to any of them.
Yeah.
So he's essentially looking to almost do like a confession of sorts.
That would probably be... With Lucy's understanding of religion, that would probably be... He would be most familiar with Ayunto or Iora. So either the Dawn Mother or the Shepherd. Take your pick.
Iora is different from the one we visited last time.
No, Iora Eremos.
Eremos.
So Iora Eremos is the Desert Queen, which is a version of Iora worshipped by the Orcs, who believe that Iora is less of a motherly type and more of a leader that kind of encourages growth through trial and going through the struggles of life. Not cruel by any means, but stern. Not a caring motherly type, which is in opposition to the Dawn Mother that you would have grown up with somewhat, which is the kind, caring, Lady of Light, etc. You still there, Yume? Have we lost Yume?
Yeah, I think
He died.
No!
Yume has died.
And that is the
Do,
story.
do, 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 do,
Probably
do, do.
teammate.
What about now?
There we are, you're back.
yeah.
There you go.
We've lost
I think
your
you're-
audio,
it's
I think.
frozen now.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
no,
now it's
he's
back.
back.
It's
You're back.
Cool.
Backstreet's back.
All right.
Yeah, so I was just asking you about the Temple of Iontavoskos. Would that also be different from my understanding from Markovia?
So that version of Ayunto is the same as the Markovian version. It is the Shepherd.
Okay. Well, he will probably go there.
Yep, to Iontavoskos. You walk in, and it's very much more of a more classical church that you're more familiar with. You see the wooden pews. You see that there is a what's the word? Where someone stands to give speeches. A
Podium?
podium, that's the word. There's a podium, along with some other offerings and stuff. You see that there are some offerings of food that are given towards the back of the temple. And you know that Ayunto, priests of Ayunto usually, they receive donations of food, and then they basically have a big, they run a soup kitchen, essentially. So you see that there are a lot of hungry children and adults that are in here. A lot of the poorer folk seem to be in here waiting for the end of day meal from the donated food stuffs.
Yeah, so I guess Lucy walks in awkwardly, looking really out of place. He's looking for, I guess, a priest of some type.
Sure. You walk towards the front and you see that there is a, I don't know if I still have these notes. Wait, let me check. Cities, Pegafort.
I thought you said titties.
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 I don't believe I have any names. But you see a halfling cleric at the front of the that seems to be, leading some group prayers. You approach her as she begins winding down one of the prayers, and people begin to leave.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with any of this stuff, but I figured, like, if tomorrow might be my last day, I might as well get some stuff off my chest. Are you the person to talk to, or?
If you have something to get off your chest, it is always good to talk to the shepherd. I can help guide you, but he does not provide answers. He simply aids you in seeing yourself as you truly are.
Yeah, well, what do I have to do?
She leads you over to this section to the front that it's not like a room by any means, but it's kind of this kind of obscure section with two chairs, and she goes over and sits down and motions for you to do the same.
He does so, still awkwardly, really observing her quite intently to see if he's doing it right.
Sure. She says to you, just take in some deep breaths and close your eyes.
And he tries to do that.
As you begin
He
to...
opens his eyes
Oh,
a
sorry.
little bit. He opens his eyes a little bit, like one eye open to see if she's still doing the same thing, and he closes it again.
Yeah. As you begin to breathe in unison with her, you feel her reach over and she places a hand on your head, like just on your forehead, gently. And you feel this warm sensation run over you. What is it that worries you?
There's so many things that worry me. If I'm gonna come back tomorrow, if I'm ever gonna see her again, and if I die, what's gonna happen to me?
Well, after you die, it's easy to know where you go. You go down the river Gins, and end up wherever the dead end up, wherever our souls go after death. As for whether you see her, that is completely up to you. You must live through tomorrow to see her again.
You think she'd even want to see me after what I did to her?
You cannot force her to believe in something that she may not believe in. If she does not want you as you are now. If you have changed, or if you have wronged her in the past, it is completely up to her to live by that. But the fact that you make an effort to try and fix your wrongdoings, that is all that matters. I'm sorry about this dog that has wandered in. It is very cute.
Sorry.
And how do I stop these voices in my head?
What kind of voices?
The voices of all the people that I killed, the people that I left behind.
I've met a few people like you before who have done horrible things or have done things they regret. And what I can say is the voices will probably never go away. But you must learn that we all make mistakes, and you have to live with that sometimes. I'm sorry for what you have gone through, but I hope you can move past it.
Yeah, and he'll just close his eyes and just do a lot of thinking.
Cool. She leaves you be as you go and, she leaves you in the chair as you stay there in thought. Cool. And was that it? That's all you wanted to do today, I believe?
Yep, that's it.
Cool. Emmyth, what are you doing?
I would like to write a letter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who are you writing a letter to?
I'm gonna write it to Del Noah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. And do I have to message you? Or should I say it?
You can message me that. That's what we usually do with Lucy. So just write out the letter whenever you want, send it to me, and I'll do my DM magic.
Cool.
I won't even count that in your things to do. I'll count that sort of on a Sundaresh like talking thing. It doesn't take you half a day to do.
Nah. Take me like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
So, what would you like to do?
I at one point want to go out and help with that training.
Mm-hmm.
For all of the current recruits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will also have like another crack at recruiting someone else.
Sure. Make an investigation check with advantage because you had such a great day yesterday.
Yeah, boy. Bonk. And a bonk. Okay, cool. It's a 15.
15. Flip a coin for me. So
can I roll a D2?
I think yes, you should be able to roll a D2.
It's a 1!
Okay. You walk back into the market and into the, Sorry, let me just pull this back up again. This is going to be fun. You walk back into the market and see the, a few individuals, lost individuals like you saw before. Some are eating at the food stands, some of the others are drinking. And as you walk through looking for potential recruits, you see a familiar-looking tiefling with purple skin and ram's horns that erupt from her head in beautiful white robes with gold and purple embroidery. And you see Euphemia, the woman you met atop Ghost Mountain Estate.
Oh.
Now, just for context for other people, Euphemia is one of Astrid's previous player characters, like a long time ago, that I've recycled into an NPC. So this is funny because it's talking to herself, essentially.
A little bit.
A little bit.
But not really. No. I like Merlin's version of her better, to be honest. Hey, Euphemia. I mean, Euphemia, right?
She turns towards you. You see she's incredibly beautiful. She has long, flowing black hair. She turns towards you. Ah, yes, you are from on top of the mountain. It is very nice to see you again. I don't think I caught your name back then.
So sorry. My name's Emmyth.
She like flicks her hair to the side and reaches out to shake your hand.
I shake her hand.
How can I help you today?
Well, actually, I was going around to see if we can get any recruits last minute to help out with the forces for the war. I just saw you and I thought maybe it might be worth asking whether or not you'd want to help protect this fort.
Make a persuasion check.
I said the bar so high. Yeah. Oh, I rolled a 3 to a 13.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, the people they seem to be suffering so much, and I don't want them to suffer anymore. When I was traveling through Markovia, the people, the army, I saw what they did. They can be very cruel.
Yeah.
I think I should help. I think. Okay. Yes. I think I will help. Yes.
Oh, wonderful.
I think it's literally, unless you rolled a 1, it is nearly impossible for you to fail to persuade Euphemia. With Gustin, it would have been a little bit harder, but yeah, not hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. Well, feel free to head up to the the barracks. I can't remember what you said it was.
Yeah, the barracks.
That's the one. Head to the barracks. They'd be more than happy to see someone like yourself help out.
Incredible. Thank you for guiding me. I was so unsure of what to do. Such strange times. And she leans over and you see an intense amount of cleavage. And she kind of she places two small kisses on your cheeks, Italian style. She's like, thank you so much for guiding me. I will go find these barracks now. She walks away towards the barracks.
So you're just into having characters with an intense amount of cleavage, right? That's your kink?
What? It's just
well, the thing is, no. I never designed what she's wearing. That's up to Merlin. Merlin gave her the cleavage. Emma's gonna I'm gonna just stand there for a hot minute and just take a moment and right, what was I doing?
Okay, and what was the last thing you would like to do?
Did I already help out with the training that I said I wanted to do? Or I can say that I went and recruited her first.
I think you said you went and recruited her first. I believe. So you get to choose what would you like to do. I'm pretty sure.
Whatever.
Please, someone remind me. Astrid's only done one thing so far, right? She wrote the letter and then she went to
I wrote the letter and I said, I want to help out with the training for the current people, and then I want to try and see if I can recruit someone else.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter what order I do it in. So either is good. Yep. I will go and see if I can find Lucy first, because he was the one who suggested I could come along with him and help out.
You try and find Lucy, in the, where they're training up recruits and, training and stuff, and you don't seem to find him. He seems to be somewhere else.
Oh. Okay. I will head to... Oh gosh, I don't know what to do. I'll go and find my squadron of sorts that I'm watching over on the northeast side of the wall, or finding out who's there, and they're probably just a bunch of archers and stuff.
Yep, you
because
find
they're
a
ranged
bunch of archers who seem to be practicing at the moment. There's a bunch of targets placed beneath, like away from the wall that they're, beginning to practice, and there's a bunch of people beneath who, after the firing stops, they go and fetch the arrows and pass it back up.
As they all kind of come back after taking their arrows out the board, walk back to the firing line. Are you guys on the northeast of the wall tomorrow? By any chance?
You see this older orcish man. Yep, that would be us.
And who do I have the pleasure?
Yeah, my name is, let me go to my notes page real quick.
That's an interesting name.
Yeah, my name is Pavlos.
Pavlos. Well, Pavlos, my name is, Emmyth. I was appointed as, captain. Oh my. Captain of you guys, I suppose. I'm helping out with, holding the northeast side of the wall. Thought I would come and see how we're all holding up here.
Yeah, as you can see, we're practicing at the moment. It's very nice to have you on board, Captain Emmyth. We are also, Archer Squadron B.
Well, Archer Squadron
They don't get a
B.
cool Delta name.
Yeah, it's short for Beta, which means second. Because Archer Squadron Alpha over there. We're the Beta Archery Squadron.
Or the beta archers.
Yeah, you see, it's a bunch of men with mustaches. I'm not.
They look like they could be nice, cool dudes.
Yeah, nice guys.
They finish last.
Alpha Squadron. No, not Alpha. Archer Squadron B. We're gonna make ourselves Alpha. Archer Squadron A. Alright. Not literally,
Yeah, that's a very funny joke. I approve of your setting up of the Yeah, cool, let's go.
Yeah, no.
Awkwardly turn around.
Yep. Yeah, figured I said that. That was pretty bad. And I will, kind of help in any way I can with my knowledge of a bow, going kind of along to each one, correcting, their form and, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that scene in High School Musical 2.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mulan.
Let's
sure.
down to business.
No, the scene in High School Musical 2 and Troy
feet.
Bolton's helping with all the golfing and shit. Yeah.
Cool. So you begin a training sequence.
I am Troy Bolton.
Yeah. You are setting
Troy
up
Bolton
a training sequence with your dudes. Awesome. You've upped your chances. Well done.
Fuck yeah.
Matif, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sure.
I don't really have an idea.
You don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
Yeah, but that feels bad. Everybody else is doing stuff.
You could go
Doesn't
find
really do
your
anything.
squadron, and practice with them if you'd like.
I'll do that.
Okay.
It's better than nothing.
You go introduce yourself to the mage squadron. You see that there are about 20 mages. You've got some clerics, along with some ramshackle wizards and sorcerers. that have been, that are from the town and stuff. Along with the 10 Savannah Barons that are forming the protection line around. So you introduce yourself to them and begin, doing some like practice maneuvers and stuff.
Yup.
Cool. Dante, what are you doing?
In the morning, I'd actually like to try and find Lucy.
Sure.
Lucy's very popular today.
Yeah, he is. You go and find him. Where were you in the morning? Forgot. You were...
Getting the banners
Yes.
for
Yeah.
the sign.
You go find him in the like banner making little thing, which is in the markets.
Dante's sort of just going to try and approach Lucy with his spell book sort of gripped around his like stomach and chest area. Come over. Lucy, do you have a moment?
Yeah. What is it, friend?
I was thinking, since you're kind of gonna be in the front, during the battle, maybe it would be good to have some communications. If you think that's also a good idea. I have this spell I discovered recently that could let us communicate.
Perfect. How does it work?
So I'm gonna open the Warlock book to the very last page. So if you just you have to write your name in the last page. And I sort of hand him a quill, I assume, like a crude pencil maybe.
Yep. A pencil quill. It's a pencil and with a feather attached to it.
Pencil with a piece of coal shoved up it.
Yep.
That's what Santa does to the naughty children.
And a sign here, I imagine.
Yeah. It's like a big empty page. Just put your name anywhere.
All right, and I sign Lucifer Theodore Burns.
Thank you. Let me just get a test message in. I'm just gonna write like, "Hi, does this work?" And cast Sending as a free spell.
Yeah, you get to cast that. Do you get to cast that once per day or unlimited?
Unlimited.
Fucking hell.
But only to people whose names are on this page.
All right, let me read the thing. That's amazing.
Are we able to communicate back to you?
Yes, in 25 words.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So you do that, Dante?
Yep.
So that's your first thing. What's your second thing? Because that is a huge tactical advantage. I will say that is your first thing.
Yeah.
Wait, before we move on to the second thing, so with the way this works, can you also get the names of the crew, but also the commanders as well?
Well, I'd love to, but I can't fit very many names on it. I think only a couple right now.
Fair enough. Well, good job, Dante. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Dante just smiles across his whole face. Thank you.
Cool. As you walk away, Dante, you feel someone walk up next to you, around a little bit, actually shorter than you. You look over and see a tuft of, a coif of pink hair, and a gnome that you haven't met, but you've heard things about. Yeah, g'day. Yeah, look, I overheard that little conversation, but here you can send messages, right?
Yes?
Now, I'm looking to get a hold of Sir Robert the Bold, right?
Sure. May I ask why?
Yeah, he's kind of in charge of the diplomatic army, basically. So if I can get in touch with him, I might be able to get some people to come help us for the battle.
Well, I'd love to help you with that, but as far as I understand it, this spell I've got requires the person themselves to sign their name.
Now, you see here, I might have a way around that.
Interesting.
And he pulls
please
out.
elaborate.
He pulls out Sir Robert the Bulb's Sir Robert the Bulb's biography, the one that you have as well. And you see that the name, Sir Robert the Bulb's name on the front, you know, like some books have it like slightly indented. He takes your quill and he kind of like runs it along, like he's to basically make it so that it will imprint. So he does that to the book and then imprints it onto the page, and creates a perfect imprint of Sir Robert the Bold's actual signature. Yeah, now, I don't know if this will work, but maybe this might give us an edge.
Well, only one way to find out, I suppose. And I'm going to write a message. Sir Robert, excuse me, hope I'm not a bother, but Pego Fort needs help.
Sure, and I'm guessing you elaborate with an incoming Markovian invasion.
I can only do 25 words at a time.
25.
So I guess I'll do it in separate messages.
I guess you can do it at unlimited times, yeah, so. Cool.
So there's no cooldown in between each message?
Only Dante can send messages, but he can do it an unlimited amount of times for the 3 people whose names are written in the book.
I see. Cool.
And the people who receive messages can also respond.
Yes.
Okay.
They can only respond if you send a message first.
Yes.
Got it.
Well, if Dante sends a message first, then they can reply. They can't just, communicate all the time.
Got it.
Dante, roll a d20 for me to see whether this works. Luckily I said this. Shit, what's his name? Gustin is going to cast guidance on you, so you get a d4 to help you.
Should I just roll a d4 and add it on top?
It
or should I
doesn't
roll the
matter,
entire
you
thing
only
again?
needed to meet a 10. So you're fine. So you write this
Yes, that
message.
passes.
Yeah, you're perfectly fine. So you write a message through to Sir Robert the Bold, who replies with, thank you, young man. I don't know who you are, but I will send my forces shortly. And then he basically, there's a word that is in Gnomish that you don't understand and bypasses the spell. And after that word, it basically says, give this to Gustin. Gustin reads the word, understands, and kind of like, yeah, thank you very much. This will help a lot.
No problem. I like helping out.
Yeah, look, are you a little bit nervous?
Well, I mean, I've never been at war before.
Yeah, mate, neither have I. But it's not fun. It's not going to be fun. This is going to be my first. I'm pretty young, as you can tell by my voice. Yeah, look, it's going to be a rough few days, but I reckon we can get through it with some help, and especially with this on the way. Yeah, I just have a little bit more confidence in yourself.
Thank you. I'm sure you wouldn't be surprised with how many people tell me that.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. And he walks off. That has massively upgraded the chance, like, hugely. Okay. What is your second thing? Dante? Or actually, you could probably take that as your second thing after you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that would have taken a while. Cool. And Matif. Wait, no, did we... No, we're done. We did Matif before.
Oh?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. So,
We've all done Matif before.
all of us have done Matif. So, you guys finish up your preparations for the day. Emmyth, you know, giving pointers on shooting the bow and arrow. Lucy, you know, trying to come to terms with your previous actions. Matif, hanging out with your beta males. No. Delta male squadron. And Dante.
Sigma.
Sigma. Suck my dick. Anyway. And Dante meeting Guston and helping get in contact with Sir Rob the Bold. So, as the day comes to a close, I need somebody to roll a d20 for me.
Ooh, me.
Alright, go for it.
Yeah, let's
I was
go.
about to say.
Fuck it up, baby.
Drum roll, please.
Fuck me.
Question mark.
Drum roll.
There we go.
16.
Yeah.
As you guys awake on your third and final day,
Another Thursday.
some guards come knock at your doors and inform you that, so the Markovian military has been postponed today. Something happened to them on their journey. They've been postponed today, so we have another day of preparation.
Oh, fantastic.
Super fantastic. Sorry, I just can't. So, on this final day, I'll give you guys one thing to do so that we can wrap up this session. Let's go from the other way. Dante, what would you like to do?
I don't think I have anything more to really do.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I think just sort of hanging around, getting ready.
Sure. You begin preparing. Matif.
I don't know how much flavor-wise you want to say that I can control the weather or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But is there a way that I could try to make it rain tomorrow? Like, can I collect the clouds today to whatever?
Make an Arcana check, but the DC is extremely high.
Yeah, that's fine. Other than that, I'm just gonna hang with my bros.
6.
No!
You try to control the weather, but the few clouds that are there seem to disappear. as
And
you're trying
also,
to do this.
everyone looks at me like I'm a dumb fucking idiot.
Yep, you stand in the middle of town trying to, like, waving your arms at the sky and nothing happens. Good try, though. Good idea.
No, it wasn't. You don't have to baby me. It's a bad idea. It's a really bad idea.
Emmyth, what are you doing?
Other than in my, like, spare time, I guess, helping, you know, just kind of, like, shift and organize equipment, you know, like, get the bows on the racks and stock up arrows and shit for good old Archer Squadron B.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take some time to, I will try to find Lucy, actually.
Okay. You go find Lucy. I'll say I don't know where Lucy is at the moment, but you find him.
Oh,
I was actually gonna do the same thing, so.
Okay, yeah, you find him training with his squadron. You find him training with his detachment.
God, it's like we're in the same brainwave. Mr. Burns. Like,
I make it sound like you're trying to seduce him.
Never heard someone
Unpogging?
call me that before.
Oh, you haven't?
Yeah. No, I haven't gone by that name in a long time.
Oh. Well, I was wondering, seeing as it, might be, the last day that we're alive together, depending on how things go tomorrow, did you want to maybe, go get a drink and we can, I don't know, practice sparring? We can test out that new sword of yours before tomorrow.
Yeah, let's test out your sword, Lucy.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
But Matif
I
pops up
mean-
again.
Yeah,
Matif happens to walk past at that moment. Yeah, she wants your sword.
Matif walks by with his Sigma.
His wand out.
Yeah, his wand out. His Sigma squadron.
Oh my god.
Oh, when she
Yeah.
says last day, you just mean like potentially, right?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Okay.
The war is
Disregard
tomorrow.
that message,
corpse.
please.
I meant to see like our potential last day.
What are you casting? Are you just having a look at Nature's Accord?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's-
it could be our last day. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Meet me at night.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll leave.
You guys finish up training with your squadrons. Dante and Matif, you guys head to bed. Emmyth and Lucy, you guys head to a small courtyard near the barracks with some training dummies in a small, sandy courtyard. You both draw your swords.
Oh.
Have we been drinking yet, or is this?
Yeah,
Not
this is-
yet. I'd say we'd fight first.
Sure.
was-
Okay.
If that's good with you.
Of course.
Seems more appropriate, really.
So, if we're going to do like a little duel, I'll actually let her have the first move. I'll kind of bow, and then be like
I'll
on guard.
bow, kind of jokingly in response. Just slowly get out my rapier and start like kind of like circling and and then just suddenly dart at him at full speed and shit, and then
Your shit?
Yeah. yeah. Oh yeah. And do we have to roll? Is this like a battle, or are we just gonna kind of
Just
RP it?
describe it as you do it.
Yeah. So I go straight for the throat. Hopefully he
then-
counters.
I don't know. Are you playing blue, Lucy?
Can I attempt to do some fancy footwork and dodge that?
You guys
It's,
narrate.
maybe-
You guys narrate.
Okay.
Creative freedom.
Creative freedom. No rolling. Just narrate as it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I almost like a ballet dancer. He avoids the rapier very gracefully, and then I think he looks to you again, and kind of beckons you to try again.
Alright, I won't like run up to him. I'll start like, you know, kind of like twirling my sword and kind of just slowly walking up to him, and if I can get close enough to him, I'll kind of get my rapier, and if I can manage to, I just want to kind of just nick his cheek with the end of the sword.
Sure.
Just real quick.
You feel a small sting on your cheek, and you feel a little bit of blood drip down your face.
So I put my finger up to my cheek.
And then I'll
kind of rub it a little bit and pick up my
I'll
finger.
walk back, and then beckon you to have the first move instead.
Okay. I see how it is, darling. And so I take out. Well, I already have the Sword of the Storms out. And then what I will do is I will approach the same way she did, very slowly. But when I go to slash at her, I kind of slash at her clothes and slash a little L into her clothes.
Sure. The very little clothes that Emmyth wears.
Hey, yeah, she's a hole.
Sure. Describe what that looks like, Emmyth.
Wait, me describe what
As in, what
where it
happens
looks
to your
like.
clothes?
They all fall off.
Oh no! My God,
Oh no, Step Commander.
that commander, my God! Fuck.
What are you doing, Step Commander?
What are you doing, Step Commander? It will. Fucking hell.
Kill me.
The Matif is in the back with fucking popcorn, watching this. Like, this is just disgusting. Fucking kill.
This is gross.
This is
You're
ill.
fucking evil.
Ew. This is ill.
You're the devil.
Oh, stop.
Alright,
Ew.
let's just-
Yeah, it'll like, I don't know, because I'm fucking open chest. Like my model is, so I'm gonna assume it goes kind of like, I don't know, like kind of up on my shoulder. Or no, I was gonna say it would make a lot more sense, but it would be so much more spicier if it was an L cut on the on the chest. That would be edgy. That'd be
He did say that he went for your clothes, not for the...
true. It's pretty hard to hit though. Yeah, maybe on like the shoulder then. Like
Sure.
you kind of know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
So, you guys spar for a while longer.
Mm.
Both of you fairly closely matched.
I will then invite Lucy to come with me to the nearest bar, I
Sure.
suppose. I want to have a chat with him.
Sure. You guys head to a bar and have a chat? Go for it.
Well, that was enjoyable.
It was. How are your clothes doing?
They'll stay on. I guess.
And when she says that, I'll take off the poncho that I'm wearing and I'll drape it over her.
I'll kind of, my shoulders will kind of like rise up, you know, when you like when you get a bit like, oh, she's probably starts to blush and is like, no, don't do that, don't, stop. And then kind of, you know, holds onto it on her shoulders and feeling like, oh, thanks.
It's the least I could do.
Yeah. Never had that done before. I've seen other people do it, but It's warm. Anyways,
well.
I wanted to ask, seeing as I may only get to ask him now, who knows? But who's Eve? You mentioned her when you made that wish. That you wanted her to be happy. If you don't mind, of course. You don't have to tell me. I just thought I'd ask.
It's okay. I think one day I'm gonna have to talk about these things. When I was still a soldier, back in Markovia, I was a good for nothing. I had nothing really ahead of me. Looking for some way to leave a legacy. But I still stumbled across life, still not knowing what I was good for. Until one day, walking through the town, there was a beautiful tree there. And under the tree was a girl reading poetry. And as soon as the petals of the tree fell and danced around her, I was in awe. And that was basically the start. I came up to her, and eventually we fell in love. She taught me poetry, basically made me who I am today. And she even gave me this tattoo on my arm of the snake. But
it's not as cool as my snake.
Matif walks past.
With just a pint in his hand.
Yeah.
Have we seen? Wait, has Lizzie shown any of us that tattoo yet? Or am I just forgetting?
You guys would have seen it at the beach.
True. Where is it? Is it like forearm or where?
Yeah, it's on where his iron arm is. It's like right above it.
Right. So...
And it kind of like coils up his arm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah, and I killed her. Not that I meant to kill her, but see, she was on the opposite side of the war, and I suggested to her that we leave and find somewhere else to live and escape from all this madness, but let's just say I trusted the wrong people, and I haven't seen her ever since.
Wow. You killed her?
Yeah. I feel like if I'd never met her, she'd still be alive today.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. How long ago was that?
I don't even remember. I just remember that on the day I deserted the army, I just wandered around, good for nothing, getting drunk on the streets, not knowing what I was good for. Pretty much just wandering until, decided to become bard of types and carry on a legacy in whatever way I can.
Well,
Hey,
no, you go.
Em, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
So I asked Ahmesh the same thing, but you think sinners are worthy of redemption?
I've met a lot of quote-unquote sinners in my time, especially me being one, that's for damn sure.
You see Guston walks past. Yeah, Jeffrey would say the same thing.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up, Guston. Fuck, that's hilarious.
You see he has a pint in his hand, which is like half of his whole body mass.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up, Guston. I'll explain later. But you know, seeing so many of these people, and at least thinking I know myself in one way or another, I think yeah. I think yes. And if you're referring to yourself, then I think it's not a matter of if anyone else needs to forgive you. You don't need a god, or you don't need people around you to forgive you. You don't need me to forgive you. That can be easily done. I feel like the real challenge is going to be you trying to forgive yourself before you can really move on. Does that make sense?
I feel like that is my eternal punishment. To keep living. You know, to keep living with the guilt that I took fathers and mothers away from their children. To keep living with the guilt that I sent caskets back to their homes instead of their sons and daughters. To keep living with the haunting visions of my comrades, tears in their eyes as I held them in my arms, and their last breath escaped from their mouth saying, "Save me." To keep living. That's what I have to do to make all their suffering worth it. To keep living until I take vengeance on those who burn the fields and left people to starve. On those who climbed on the backs of the powerless and broke their spirits. On those who turned war and real mortal lives into a game. So I'll do whatever it takes until that happens, Sam. If I have to kill, I'll kill. And if I have to become the devil, then I am the devil.
And on that note...
Oh, wait.
Oh no, sure. For free.
I'm gonna try and hold his hand. Depending on where it is. If it's up on the bench, I'll put my hand on his hand, and if it's this side or whatever, I'll kind of just grab it
and he'll hold your hand back.
Cool.
just kind of give it a little squeeze of reassurance and not really know what to say.
So,
Yeah.
as we fade on today's episode, Emmyth and Lucy hand in hand, they eventually make their way back to bed for the war that is to approach the following day. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Bit of a longer episode than usual.
Fuck.
I feel like I have to a big sigh. It's like
There's a lot of emotions in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Love emotions. Let's go.
Basically, Corpse Farmer. Guston is very small, even by gnomish standards. So.
that's why he's a bard.
Yep, you gotta make up for it somehow. And so you guys have. Do you guys want to know your percentage chance, or do you want to keep it a secret? Do you want me to keep it a secret?
I want to keep it a secret.
I don't think we should know. We
Okay.
shouldn't know.
Okay.
We will know whether or not we win by whether or not we win.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Well, feel free to join us next week with Captain Emmyth, Spellmaster Dante, Spellmaster Matif, and General Lucifer T. Burns. I have been your humble dungeon wizard, Merlin the Magister. Prep those emotes. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to...
Wyndham's always fucking on it.
Feel like...
I messed up. Bam. There we are. Let's plug ourselves. Let's start with everyone's favorite, definitely German streamer, Mr. WyndhamVossler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm WyndhamVossler. I play video games on the internet, and that's a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed. You know, totally not. You know, stream it at random times of the week. I want to try and get a schedule, but it's difficult.
Yeah, welcome to the club, dude. Uni makes things so hard.
Tertiary education.
Yeah, but I think that's about it for me. I play games.
Cool. Astrid the Arcana.
Yo, what up? I'm Astrid Arcana. You know who I am by now. I am your boy. I am here on Twitch. I play video games, and I also make a lot of art. I want to draw fan art so bad from this episode. Oh my god. I want to draw like just a really quick like chibi of well, just Matif in the background. And also just like the handhold moment was so like kind of just sad and very nice at the end. So I really enjoyed all the emotions that everyone vomited at each other during that. It was really, really good. And yeah, thank you. Everyone who's stopped by.
Cool.
That's me.
Usubeni Yume.
Yeah, well, I'm Usubeni Yume. I do poetry just like Lucy, and you can find that on my YouTube channel under the same name. Today was such a great episode. I'm glad you guys get to see some of the other aspects of Lucy, especially the softer ones. So I'm really looking forward to next week.
Amazing. And Matif?
Hi.
Oh, sorry,
I'm
shit. Pastel's fucking snake. Yeah, that's not Matif.
Pastel fucking snake.
It's okay, we're one and the same at this point. There's an ethereal... See, every time you say Matif walks by, it's just ethereal Pastel, just like saying shit at people. Yeah.
He has love the snake.
Snake that shoots lightning. Holy shit. Fuck off, corpse. Anyway, I'm PastelTheSnake on Twitch and Twitter. I'm a variety streamer. I do mostly puzzle and horror games. I'm also probably going to do an art stream with a chibi of Lucy from my chibi book. So we'll see how that turns out. Yeah.
Kawaii. Please join us next week for, I'm going to say, probably an extra long episode.
Oh my god.
I think, I have a feeling deep in my soul we might be, at least for us Australians, we might be hitting 3 a.m. for next week's episode.
Yeah.
What time is it right now for you guys?
It's almost
2. 1:45. My peak.
Should we start earlier?
We might, we could start earlier.
If it's okay with you guys, you Americanos. Americanos, Jesus.
Yeah, we could start earlier.
Starting earlier, then we could start it late.
And
an hour earlier, maybe?
And we may be joined partially by Mr. Burner.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow, you weren't setting that up the entire episode.
So, yeah, we thank you everybody for watching, and we will be back next week. I will also be back on Mondays. I believe we have Magic Mondays this week. So yeah, keep an eye on the channel, and please subscribe to the Twitter and to the YouTube if you want to watch our VODs. Please head there.
And Discord.
and our Discord. All links
We
are
have a Discord!
all links are in the description. Please check us out. Alrighty, y'all. See you later. Bye.
Thanks, everybody!
Bye. Adios.
Bye!